What up? 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 What's going on? What's going on? I want to see the chat. Whoa. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me out there? Can y'all hear me? Okay, let's get it going. First of all, I want to thank y'all for joining live, raw, and uncut talk with Dana J. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. So, I ain't going to prolong it. What I'm about to do, I'm going to say hello to all the mods. Hello to all the friends that's joining. We about to have some talk. And I'm going to rock it with this. Let's go. Oh, this was going on. This was going on. And then they saying, where's it at? Where's it at? Bro. My poll said the best. Sometimes the betrayal is a blessing. So let's go here. The Honorable Ann M. Donnelly, United States District Judge, United States District Court, Eastern District of New York, United States versus Robert Sylvester Kelly. Dear Judge Donnelly, pursuant to the court's April 16th, 2020 order, the government respectfully submits this letter in opposition to defendant Robert Kelly's renewed emergency motion for release based on changed circumstances related to the COVID-19 pandemic at the Metropolitan Correctional Center in Chicago, Illinois, MCC Chicago. Then it says the court's April 7th, 2020 order. On April 7th, 2020, the court denied the defendant's March 26, 2020 emergency bail motion, finding inter alia. I don't know what that means. That the defendant had not demonstrated that he is within the group of people the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, has categorized as most at risk for contracting COVID-19, and 2, continues to pose a risk of flight and a danger to the community, particularly to prospective witnesses, particularly to prospective witnesses. ECF docket number 53, 4720 order at 2 to 4, internal quotation marks omitted. The court further noted that the defendant is 53 years old, 12 years younger than the cohort of older adults defined by the CDC as at high risk for severe illness from COVID-19. Then it says, and he suffers from no medical condition that places him at higher risk of severe illness, which is a lie. Finally, the court did not find that the protective measures put in place by the Bureau of Prisons, BOP, sufficiently interfered with the defendant's ability to prepare for his defense with counsel to warrant his release. None of these circumstances have changed, and the permanent order of detention should remain in place. The defendant, the defendant remains a flight risk and danger to the community. Okay. The defendant's renewed motion for bail does not credibly address the court's finding that he continues to pose a flight risk and a danger to the community. The defendant simply repeats arguments he has made in prior bail applications, arguments that have been previously addressed by the government, as well as considered and rejected by the court. Indeed, the defendant's assertion that he can be trusted to abide by any conditions of release set by the court because he previously did so while awaiting his state court trial in Cook County, Illinois, is absurd and belied by the record. See motion at 3. This court shall also strongly weigh the fact that years ago and prior to his acquittal on all then pending state charges, Mr. Kelly did exactly as he was ordered to do by the court while on bond, including but not limited to appearing at each and every court appearance. This court should strongly consider that history of compliance by Mr. Kelly. The indictment the defendant currently faces in Northern District, Illinois includes charges that the defendant participated in a long-running conspiracy to obstruct justice and a conspiracy to receive child pornography, including during the years that the defendant was on bail awaiting trial in his Cook County case. See the case law, all that. Charging the defendant in count 5 with obstruction of justice conspiracy involving coercing, threatening, and bribing potential witnesses who could testify against him. Y'all see all that. The Northern District of Illinois' indictment also charges the defendant with receiving child pornography in 2007 while on bail awaiting trial. Likewise, the indictment in this district alleges crimes that occurred while the defendant was on bail, awaiting trial in his Cook County case. Okay. As a result, there is possible cause to believe that the defendant committed at least 5 serious crimes while on bail awaiting trial in Cook County. Please, how did he do that? That's what I want to know. Far from suggesting the defendant should be released on bail, a consideration of the defendant's history of compliance lead to the exorable conclusion already reached by the court. The defendant is a danger to the community and his release presents a serious risk of obstruction. Indeed, the government will not repeat its arguments in this regard here and instead incorporates by reference its July the 12th, 2019 detention memorandum, its October the 2nd, 2019 response to the defendant's motion for bail, and its March the 27th, 2020 response to the defendant's emergency motion for bail. On June the 5th, 2002, a grand jury in the Circuit Court of Cook County, Illinois, returned an indictment charging the defendant with 21 counts of child pornography. Trial in the matter began on May 20th, 2008, and concluded with the defendant's acquittal on June 13th, 2008. Refraining from the commission of further crimes is perhaps the most basic condition of pretrial release. The defendant has shown a complete inability to abide by that condition. How? Moreover, the Second Circuit has viewed measures suggested by the defendant, such as home detention and electronic monitoring, as insufficient to protect the community against dangerous individuals. In United States versus Mullen, the Second Circuit held that home detention and electronic monitoring at best elaborately replicate a detention facility without the confidence of security such a facility instills. If the government does not provide staff to monitor compliance extensively, protection to the community would be left largely to the word of the defendants that they will obey the conditions. Then you got the case law that's right here. Okay. In recognition of the Second Circuit's dim view of the effectiveness of home detention and electronic monitoring, courts in the Eastern District of New York have denied dangerous defendants bail. You see the case law, all that. It is also disingenuous for the defendant to suggest that he has no means to go anywhere. He continues to have a significant network of individuals available to assist him. Indeed, many of those individuals attempt to do defendant's bidding by regularly posting and appearing in videos on the internet and publishing on social media in support of the defendant and overtly trying to intimidate the defendant's accusers. Moreover, the defendant still has the financial means to flee and commit obstruction. In the first quarter of 2020 alone, the defendant received over $200,000 in royalty proceeds. Let's back that up. He continues to have a significant network of individuals available to assist him. Indeed, many of those individuals attempt to do defendant's bidding by regularly posting and appearing in videos on the internet and publishing on social media in support of the defendant and overtly trying to intimidate the defendant's accusers. Moreover, the defendant still has the financial means to flee and commit obstruction. So let's focus on this right here. Let's focus on that. He continues to have a significant network of individuals available to assist him. Indeed, many of those individuals attempt to do the defendant's bidding by regularly posting and appearing in videos on the internet and publishing on social media in support of the defendant and overtly trying to intimidate the defendant's accusers. I wonder who could that be? Well, DJ Tyson did go after Azriel for 2.5 months. So did Hollywood Next. Then you see Daboski. He's doing the same shit. He's posting the wrong person, parents' church. Like she ain't gonna see that. Like she ain't gonna run and run to that after she just got jumped in the mall. I clearly said, if you are not going to help, do not hurt. It's a reason why I said, do not go after those females. And look, the government ain't even calling them victims. Look what they calling them. Accusers. So with that being said, I'm going to scroll down to the ultimate. Because they talk about all that. They talk about all that. I'm going to scroll down to the ultimate, to the conclusion. It says, for the reasons stated herein and in the government's prior submissions related to the defendant's detention, the defendant's renewed emergency motion for release should be denied. This is what they said. Now, 9 times out of 10, I don't know. Hold on. I heard my buzzer going off and heard my buzzer going off, so I don't know. Hold on, make sure I ain't getting no type of email. Hold on. I want to make sure I ain't getting no updates. This shit got me 38 hot. Make sure I ain't getting no type of updates. So from my knowledge, the judge didn't respond yet. This is the government's response. Whew. I don't know if the judge responded yet. Richard P. Donahue. But this goes to show you that these folks are watching everything. And everybody I got my right. I can do that. That's my right. I keep saying it. When you are in federal custody, maybe I can say it slow and people understand. When you are in federal custody, jurisdiction change. So for the people that want to sit back like Don Russell and continue to have people doing dumb shit because he feel as though that anybody can go be a lawyer. Oh, I'm gonna let y'all hear that today. Anybody can do what anybody wants to do. I'm gonna let y'all hear that today. He feel as though that Rob can go overseas whenever he wants. When it's time to get a bail review, 2 weeks before, he go on a platform saying fucked up shit. But Don is working with somebody. And that motherfucker gonna be revealed today. Now, if Rob get mad at me for doing what I'm about to do, I'll take that heat today. But this shit gotta stop. He don't deserve to be sitting behind nobody bars. Nobody. He don't deserve that. He don't deserve that. And I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say this. No matter what happens, let's look at the fact that Rob is sitting behind bars and they did this, they pointed this out. They pointed this out. And it says many of those individuals attempt to do the defendant's bidding by regularly posting and appearing in videos on the internet and publishing on social media in support of the defendant and overtly trying to intimidate the defendant's accusers. So they said yesterday, how can you hold him because of that? Well, you see what he's saying, right? This is obstruction. This is also intimidation, which them two alone carry heavy fines on the federal level. This is also using a public platform for abuse. This also falls under doxing. I wonder who did that. I guess Daboski, I guess Kevin Terrell, y'all took y'all videos down a little too late. I guess y'all removed them a little too late. It's there. If it's a pin here, 9 times out of 10, y'all about to get charged, bro. Because they got it up in the cloud. So, with that being said, how do y'all feel that y'all been bamboozled by Don Russell and Bryant Nick to do fuck shit? Well, now that we know what the government had to say, it don't stop there. It don't stop there. It don't stop there. It don't stop there. Whoa. It don't stop there. So let's go here. Let's go here. It don't stop there. I'm gonna show you something else. Show you something else. Don Russell been going on platforms, right? And when we brought out $1 for the King, it was Don Russell that said, no, don't donate to the $1 for the King. Donate to him and what he got going on. Cool. It was a big war about that. And Don fell back. Then he went and got some other people to help him. Okay. So, what y'all about to hear is something from a month ago. And I want y'all to feast your ears on this.
They say that's a man right there. He checked somebody. I said, all right, shit. Now he went from Don Russell. Now that's Uncle Don. You understand? But first thing first, the people they already know, but this your first time over here, and I might have a couple of viewers who don't know who you are. So could you tell the people who you are, sir, please?
Don Russell. I guess for the sake of this show, I'm known as R. Kelly's manager, but I will always stand by that. I'm a consultant, agent, and friend first. We go back 30 plus years. We street performed together. Grew up in the city of Chicago. I went off and did Broadway and got into technology, where he went off and chased his dream as the king, and became the king of R&B because of him chasing dreams. And we stayed connected throughout the years. I'm the California now businessman. I own a tech company and I'm running a restaurant chain right now. And that's pretty much it. So that's much as needs to be known. But first and foremost, close friend of Rob, real close ally, and I work directly with him now today. And I'm leading the Go team on getting this case adjudicated properly, and hopefully that'll lead.
You heard what he said. He's leading the Go team to get this case properly adjudicated. He's leading the Go team to get this case properly adjudicated. Well, can y'all see what's on the screen right now? Can y'all see what's on the screen right now? He said he's a friend. He's an ally. Well, what you see is a letter that, first of all, he did in Rob's name, right? But he did it, and I'm going to break it down to you. He did it in private and public mix, which is a federal crime, because you can't live public and private. So let's scroll down. You see where Robert Sylvester Kelly, and this private agreement, the term Robert Sylvester Kelly means Robert Sylvester Kelly, right? Which is the copyright, right? Okay. And this private agreement, the term Robert Sylvester Kelly, means that sentiment, living, being known by the distinctive appellant Robert Sylvester Kelly. All rights are reserved. Reuse of Robert Sylvester Kelly C. If you're going to do it right. All rights are reserved. No, this R need to come out. Reserve need to go there. And you need to have a quote, a bracket, and it need to say exactly UCC, and they need to quote the UCC law. You don't see that. Since I am not voluntarily involved in any of this, and never considerably was, and since my assets have been or are being dragged into this mess. You don't use street words when you're doing business. So Robert don't have no knowledge of this. It gets better. Scroll down. Look what Faith Rogers' lawyer said. It's nothing but a stamp. I do not accept this contract to offer, and I do not consent to these proceedings. Well, Don Russell, who's June Barrett? I believe that's your mama. And you see the commission. You see the surety was deactivated. At the end of the day, Don, y'all been frauding for a while. Now people want to allow this brother to go on their platform. That's their platform. I can't tell y'all what to do. But what I will say is be very mindful and very careful about what's going on. Be mindful and very careful about the people that y'all allow. But wait, it gets a little better with Don. It gets a little better with Don. It gets a little better. Hold on. Not yet with that. Gets a little better. Hold on. People telling me that they don't see anything. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. New share. Share that. Hold on. Let's see what this says. Dana, we don't see anything. Okay, hold on. Let me go back to it. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. How y'all don't see anything? And let me see. What do y'all see now? Share the screen. Downloads. Share. Do y'all see that? Do y'all see the file? Y'all see photos? The judge is not playing fair and needs to be removed. It don't have nothing to do with the judge. It's what's going on. It's not opening. Nope, just the list of files. Okay, hold on. I'll give you one better. Share this file. Hold on. Nope. Put that over there. Trying to meet. Hold on. I need this file. So y'all see me now, right? All right. Let's see if y'all see this. Okay. Do y'all see this? Let me know if y'all see this. This is the contract that Don Russell sent to Faith. Hold on. Share something else. Yep. That's the contract that Don Russell sent to Faith and her lawyer. And his mom is the one that notarized it. But you see, it was deactivated 2 years before. See? See it? It's no commission, no nothing. And Rob knew nothing about this. Nothing at all. Knew nothing about this. So I'm gonna stop sharing. Do I go to full screen? Nope. Go to extra screen, full screen. Yeah. Okay, how can I get back to where I need to go? Okay. Which leads me to, let's get to the rest of this. I want y'all to hear the rest of this.
On getting this case adjudicated properly, and hopefully that'll lead to a road that will lead to his freedom.
Okay. How is Robert doing? You know, to the best of your knowledge. I know that you ain't talking to him every day, but to the best of your knowledge, can you tell us how Robert is doing?
Well, I heard from him directly right after court. That was the last time I heard directly from him. His word was he was doing terribly good, and that essentially means he's doing terrible, but he's handling it. So.
Okay. And what's the best way that, you know, us who, you know, say that we are advocates and supporters of Robert, what's the best thing that we can do? You know, I had people that you know, follow me exclusively. We mailed in over 500 letters to the judges this week alone. So, you know, what is the best way that you see that we can be of assistance to you by proxy, being of assistance to Robert?
Well, that's a good move. I mean, I've been encouraging people. You know, right now the contingent of followers that Rob has around the world, they don't have a unified base. The other side went through some extremes to divide us through implanting imposters and you know, just fake operatives, ops as we would call them, into our fray. and now Kale's Nation is kind of divided. So whereas we would be able to move in force, sort of like the Beehive, and I always make reference to that, whenever somebody puts out something negative about Beyonce, the Beehive attacks that publication and they get them to take it down. Well, we haven't been able to do that because we haven't been unified. So therefore, our voices are not, rising as high as they should. So I've been going on the talk show, which is why I'm actually doing your show, and I spoke. Listen, as much as I have to do to galvanize Rob's supporters, I'm going to do that because he deserves that. He deserves a fair chance and an opportunity to adjudicate his case on his feet and not on his knees, which is what the media wants to see. So that effort, towards, allowing the judge who openly said it out of his own mouth, I don't know who R. Kelly is. He needs to know who he is. This is not an average person. This is a person who has fans around the world. He's touched many people's hearts and lives. And, just as if it was somebody that he idolized, he would want the person that's making the decision on his life, or that's presiding over the decision that, that could end, up being the most important decision of his life. He would want that person to at least know how many hearts and lives that they'll affect by not carefully handling that situation and looking into it from every different angle and all vantage points. So it's a great effort. I think you should continue to do that. I've advised other bloggers and other talk show hosts to actually do the same thing, to go out, and get those letters in the mail and write them directly to the judge. If we can't get our voices in via Rob's defense team, which they haven't been open to taking on anything from supporters. I mean, they listen to the gossip, they'll get involved with that part. But as far as, putting together a strategy and a plan that has been launched, because we've seen the other side in full force. I mean, they've been attacking in full force since this thing began. And those attacks have led to defamation of characters, have led to the annihilation of a brand. And, most importantly, the exhaustion of a man. I mean, he's exhausted right now. So when is our side going to fight back? When are we going to start pushing back? And, I'm sure the world knows collectively Rob has more supporters than one journalist who's, led the attack to take him down. I mean, so if you look around the world, Rob's supporters in Africa and Australia and the UK are waiting for us Americans to do something to mobilize the troops in defense of somebody who gave his all to a craft that we all enjoyed. So writing those letters and letting the judge know we are paying attention to you is important. That judge needs to know that he's going to be held accountable for any wrong move.
I'm going to say this. Writing a judge is letting the judge know that you're a fucking idiot. And that now y'all going to piss the judge off, and the judge going to say whatever they want to say and feel however they want to feel. Who is that going to affect? Robert Sylvester Kelly. Don, you speak well. Don, you know better. But I'm going to let this continue because you got an ally who I'm coming after.
Any unjust judgment, any not being completely practical and unbiased, when those objections are made, which objections are very important, and even motions are important when they're filed. The objections and motions of what, if we have to go into an appeal, that's what Rob will be able to file the appeal based on how objections are posed and motions are filed. And right now, unfortunately, Rob's defense team is not doing a great job of filing motions, and they haven't objected to anything the prosecution has done. So we can't say that the judge is not being unfair. We can't say that the judge is being unfair, but at least if the judge started receiving those letters from Rob's fan base, people, he would know that the world is watching him as well. And that's important. I'm glad you got the information posted right there on the judge's information. And we should have the judge in New York as well. That's very important. Well, that is New York. I'm sorry, in Chicago as well. So the Chicago.
You know what? That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to pause there for a second. Baby C, you got to be the stupidest person on earth to actually post that and say, who gives a fuck about what the judge like? Really? So you want to get on the judge's bad side? Idiots.
Judge as well as the New York judge. Both of them are very equally important.
We have flooded the Chicago judge Harry, I believe it's Harry D. Leinenweber office. It's on Dearborn Street. I'm not looking at the address right now, but we have flooded him, and I am, basically at the head of what I'm calling the brand of R. Kelly Boots on Ground initiative. And we're working, man, to see him get exonerated, because I've seen several problems with this. And I'm just a commoner. I haven't gone to law school or anything like this, but some of the common problems that I see is that this case stems from the first 2008 case that came about. And in the 2008 case, what the Los Angeles Times alleged.
Sorry about that.
First of all, if he's sitting home watching
Sorry
TV,
about that.
maybe he.
That was my bad. Sorry about that. Let me get back to it.
They say that's a man right there. He checks somebody, but they can be unsealed. If you argue that, hey, these guys, they were unethical in the way that they brought about this indictment, and if you could go and argue against that grand jury, then that's grounds for getting the case dismissed right there. And myself, yeah, go ahead.
No, finish.
No, so myself, as well as Marlena, we called the attorneys a few days ago. And we were shut down, and hey, you can't discuss your case openly, but we were bringing different angles, different things to the prosecution. I'm sorry, not the prosecution, but the defense, and they seemed to be uninterested. And I had heard you actually on other platforms talk about how uninterested they were. So could you speak to that, if you will?
Well, I mean, let's just look at some of the things that happened in the current landscape. You got the lead attorney, which was Michael Avenatti, who he was the spokesman for the destruction of R. Kelly by saying he was going to spend the rest of his life in prison, who's actually spending the rest of his life in prison for defrauding, one of America's top brands in Nike and extorting them. So, I mean, this is something as simple as that is just cause for the defense to push the prosecution to look back into the original complaints that were filed. Because, the question could have been if he had received the check, would he have went away? And the answer could be possibly yes. He was extorting everybody. So he's someone that's bent law to facilitate a public execution of someone, and he's a noted, criminal himself. He's serving 40 years now. The other thing that I wanted to address that you stated was that you said you were a common man, and let's just look at something, man. All law was written by common men. It was called common law at first. We all could enforce common law upon anyone that was breaking the law, and just because it's fancy words around it right now, anybody with
what? You can force common law on any man? Oh, boy.
Common sense can, realize that the laws that are out there now are the same ones that were created years ago. They just put fluff around them to make them feel inferior to something that people like you and me could force be exercised.
Right.
So, there's nothing that you're doing that someone with a title, lawyer or attorney, it makes no less sense to you than it does to them. You got me all on the same playing field. If you decide to investigate something, that's no different from them investigating. And whatever you come out of that with is based on your common sense of how things should go. So you're doing what you're doing is a just service to Rob, because you're taking your time. You're not being paid to do what you do, and you're diving into presenting evidence and information to the attorneys that have chose to adjudicate his case. As far as his current legal team, Rob's words in this past conversation, when I specifically asked him, "Are you pleased in any capacity with your attorneys?" And it was like, "What can I do about it?"
Well,
And
go ahead.
The answer, "What can I do about it?" means, Rob. See, people have to start realize just because he's a genius in one area, that doesn't make him great in a lot of areas. It's like me, I can sit down behind a computer and make magic happen. But you put me behind a piano and ain't nothing the hell I can do. I mean, so we always assume that because he was such this great musician and powerful, phenomenon in the world, that simple things like understanding the legal process and that he could actually fire his attorneys, he's so scared right now, he doesn't know that that's within his power and his realm to do. The second thing is he knows that his money is so all over the place and he hasn't controlled his money in years. But he knows that it's so all over the place, he assumes that when I fire these guys, nobody else is going to want to represent me because that's what they've been telling him. When in fact, he would probably get much better representation if he fired those guys because there's attorneys all over the world that look at this case and they see the injustice and just think about it. If you can go in and take this case and
Are y'all listening to what he just said? I'm going to rewind it a little bit so that way you can see exactly what the plot is.
He's in any capacity with your attorneys. And it was like, what can I do about it?
Well,
and
go ahead.
The answer, what can I do about it, means, Rob, see, people have to start realize just because he's a genius in one area, that doesn't make him great in a lot of areas. It's like me, I can sit down behind a computer and make magic happen. But you put me behind a piano and ain't nothing the hell I can do. I mean, so we always assume that because he was such this great musician and powerful, phenomenon in the world, that simple things like understanding the legal process and that he could actually fire his attorneys, he's so scared right now, he doesn't know that that's within his power and his realm to do. The second thing is he knows that his money is so all over the place and he hasn't controlled his money in years. But he knows that it's so all over the place, he assumes that when I fire these guys, nobody else is going to want to represent me because that's what they've been telling him. When in fact, he would probably get much better representation if he fired those guys because there's attorneys all over the world that look at this case and they see the injustice and just think about it. If you can go in and take this case, and it's not that hard to turn to change the narrative, but the right attorney taking hold of this case and putting a blanket over it would really change the narrative. But that could lead to him seeing freedom a lot quicker than the guys he got adjudicating this case currently.
Okay, and I got kind of two responses to that because I know that you have mentioned Tom Mesereau, of trying to get him in there, and I reached out to some people in New York, I reached out to some people in Chicago, and I got a couple of thoughts about this as I was preparing for this topic today, and one of the things that I was told to some good counsel in New York is that you kind of need somebody in Chicago who knows the judge.
So with that being said, right, y'all heard him say that he really want them guys to be fired. He said that on different platforms that I've shown to y'all of what he said about R. Kelly lawyers being fired. I've showed that to y'all on different occasions, and he's went on different platforms. Y'all know platforms that's going to love him being on there is that one and only. Again, I ain't even going to say her name. I ain't even going to say it. But if you focus on Don Russell, he pops up whenever the lawyers have something good and they submit it. So with that being said, we goes to Don is not smart enough to be doing it by himself. Anytime he can say that idiotic stuff like, yo, you can enforce common law on anybody. Nigga, you cannot enforce common law on anybody, especially when the jurisdiction has switched. If anybody been to my day classes when I taught about it, y'all clearly know that's not the case, that you can just enforce common law. So let's go here. Who could Don Russell be working with? That's the $1 million question. Well, you heard Carolina Diamond, and you heard the wannabe sisters say, and I'm gonna go ahead. If Rob hear this, I will give him my whole reason why I'm saying what I'm saying. But now I don't care how nobody feel, because he's behind bars and they out here doing whatever they want to do. So with that being said, I'm going to go here. Who is this lawyer that they could have been talking to, which is Trent and them, that they could have been talking to, that's supposed to be going to get, I guess, some type of proof? That's supposed to be going to go get a signature from Rob saying that they can do this new defense fund. Well, here's the thing. What's the defense fund for? First thing you need to ask yourself, this new defense fund, what is it for? Second thing, who's it backed by? Well, if you let the so-called sister say, it's backed by R. Kelly's personal lawyer. Then you hear Carolina Diamond refer a couple times before, like, well, we talked to R. Kelly personal lawyer and this and this and this and this. The problem I have with this motherfucker, and I'm just going to keep it 100, is you went and told people you got proof that the personal lawyer said that and it's proof that I stole from Robert Kelly. I said, produce it. Nobody has produced anything. Nobody. Well, Hollywood Next get this so-called investigator to call me. How you get my number? So now we passing out personal numbers. Okay. Get it? Then the guy say, I'm a PI. So I say, well, give me your information. I'm going to look you up before I say anything to you. I look this guy up. It says name. It say name unavailable, but he give me a number that registers a company that went out of business on the 12th of this month. So then you sparked my interest, because then I hung up on you, because I don't play games like that. Coming to find out, you are a police commissioner who got hired and fired and locked up on the same day. How can I trust you? You're supposed to defend the blue. You're supposed to stand behind the blue and defend the shield, I meant. And you was arrested the same day you were hired and fired. Common crooks, huh? Your office was not in the location that you told me it was in, which make me believe that all these folks have some type of branch of connection together. Think about it. Every time I went hard on Don, here come Kevin and Dubowski and Hollywood Next. I was quiet because people was telling me don't do it. But then when I actually got tired of the shit and I roared back, then here come a phone call from Robert Sylvester Kelly out the blue. Well, Dana Jade, you got to stop. Robert, don't deal with you and this and this. Okay. Well, I don't know about these calls, but I know the factual thing is I know cease and desist went out. And I know Dana was the one who didn't get one. I didn't get none. If I would have got a cease and desist, I wouldn't be doing this now. None of my videos was taken down supporting Robert Sylvester Kelly. I find it funny that people say they didn't get nothing, but the videos with them saying that Robert is their brother is gone. All of a sudden, after the cease and desist was put out there. Shout out to Toxic Diamond for breaking that story and not Dana J. Because I didn't know shit about it until the story was broke. Actually, when I was called, they just asked me questions about the sisters. Didn't tell me what it was for, but I trust Toxic to know that she wouldn't destroy me like that. So I gave her the adulterated short version. I'm just going to give y'all truth. I see how everybody is staying together. That's fine. I don't mind standing with my little crew. My little crew gets shit done. And without them, there's no me. And without me, there's no them. I don't have to go join a big military to try to take down one little small little person who just keeps standing. So we're going to talk about this personal lawyer. No, I can't use that. Use that already. We're going to talk about this personal lawyer. And the personal lawyer just so happened to be no, I'm not going to share that yet. Let's stop sharing that. No, I'm going to share it. I'm share it. I share that. New share. No. Hold on, y'all. Stop sharing. I see it. I see it. Hold on. I see it. Is this it? No, that's not it. Downloads. All right, here we go. So easy. Okay. So hold that thought. We're going to share. Share that. Come here. Downloads. Let's see if y'all can get this. I'm gonna blow this up a little bit. Let's move this over here. I'm getting the hang of it. Let's see if I can blow this up a little bit. This is get creative. Search the web. What's this? Nope. But this is the website, which comes a month after Don Russell appeared on Trent's Opinionated News Network program. And it's freedom and rights, justice for R. Kelly, which is good. I see the pictures. The pictures is phenomenal. I like the pictures of Rob. But this was out a while ago. So this is not new. This was out a while ago, and Cassandra Kelly, or Cassandra H, I'm gonna say, put this out there. It was a little story about the Kelly family and this and this, and hey, it disappeared when they found out the dollar for the king wasn't going nowhere. And as long as people was going against the dollar for the king and everything else, they was trying to run with this, which lead me to believe that they was rocking with Don for a while. Because if that's not the case, how would this return? How would this return when all of a sudden Don Russell comes back and revisits that he don't want to do anything with the lawyers? So, okay. Here's another red flag. It says, we have also set up 4 levels of higher sponsorship and the associated gifts with them, they are. For the bronze sponsorship of $1,000 or the silver sponsorship of $2,500, you will receive a personally signed thank you letter by R. Kelly. Here's my question. How is R. Kelly signing thank you letters when no letters can go out and no letters can come in? And none of the lawyers is backing this. So how is that possible? But then it goes on and say, for the gold sponsorship of $5,000, you will receive a personally signed thank you letter by R. Kelly and 2 professional photos of R. Kelly. Wait a minute. Since when R. Kelly give anybody professional photos if he's not on tour? Come on, help me. Maybe I'm slow, but do y'all see what I see? The next thing, for the platinum sponsorship of $10,000, you will receive a personally signed thank you letter by R. Kelly, 5 professional photos of R. Kelly, and 3 of his hit CDs. I got a question. Do you really think R. Kelly got his CDs just sitting around? Don't you think Rob would have had his CDs in circulation already? I'm just saying. And 5 professional photos? Really? Well, Don, do you forget when you talk and you on platforms and you say you have all of his IDs, you have his passport, and you control all of his social media accounts? So this right here, we know is Don Russell. No, this is the video. I'm sorry. This is the video. But we know anything social media that has been going on is Don Russell. Prime example, the social media joint that came out the other day with R. Kelly playing Call of Duty. We all know that, Don Russell, you play video games. We also know that you're a Call of Duty fan, which leads me to believe that my theory was right the whole time when you was in people inboxes on Hangouts, on Instagram, talking about, I'm R. Kelly, I need some gaming cards, I need some iTunes cards, can you send money here? It's all coming together. That's all people got to do is sit back and gather information. Well, people say, Dana, how you know it's for a new defense team? You heard Trent say him and Marlena call. Look what Marlena say. This fund is about getting the best legal defense for Robert Kelly, not the sisters, not Dr. Rogers. Please don't let how you feel cloud the waters. Here's my question. Who are y'all to try to fire the defense team? That's all I want to know. Who are y'all? Only he can do that. But what's going on is Don Russell is on the outside because Rob haven't talked to you. So don't say Rob talked to me because Rob haven't talked to you. He has talked to Bryant Nick. So who's Bryant Nick? Who's Bryant Nick? I got the same thing. Sometimes the betrayal is a blessing. I love this right here. It's the will, not the skill. That's what keeps me going. And every time y'all attack me, this what comes up. You all realize I'm going to snap one day, right? Well, today is that day. For people that want to come back after this, never let someone waste your time twice. So with that being said, who is Bryant Nick? Well, let me tell you who Bryant Nick is. Y'all remember Heather Williams? I feel Levi creeping up on me. I don't know where he at, but y'all remember Heather Williams? Heather Williams. I'm not taking calls right now. Y'all remember Heather Williams? Well, y'all remember when they said Heather Williams won her case because Rob didn't come to court and his attorney didn't come to court, and everybody said, what is Greenberg doing? What is Greenberg doing? He didn't show up to court. And Greenberg told y'all, I wasn't dealing with that case. Well, let's see who was dealing with the case. Y'all clearly see Mr. Bryant Nick. In response to Heather Williams versus who? R. Kelly. Dear Mr. Nick, I represent Heather Williams. Ms. Williams alleges that your client acted inappropriately and repeatedly sexually assaulted her when she was a minor. Attached hereto, please find a copy of a lawsuit that we intend to file against your client. If you are interested in discussing this matter and a resolution of the claims short of litigation, please contact me on or before February the 19th, 2019. Failure to hear from you will cause the lawsuit to be filed against Mr. Kelly on February the 19th, 2019. Please call me if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from you. Very truly yours, Jeff Deutschman. Do y'all remember that? Well, they end up filing on Robert Sylvester Kelly. Why did they file on him? Because Bryant Nick didn't answer. Why did R. Kelly lose the first initial lawsuit? Because Bryant Nick didn't show up, which led me to believe that Rob didn't know nothing about it. But when Greenberg, Steve Greenberg, the man everybody hate, when Steve Greenberg took over that case and went and filed a motion, look what happened. They stopped what they had proceeded going forth with and said, R. Kelly got to come back for a new trial. So Bryant Nick is a friend of Robert Sylvester Kelly. Don't get me wrong. But Brian Nick, who are you? Who are you? Stand before me is a case from the United States Court of Appeals, the Seventh Circuit. Brian T. Nix, you're no longer being, you will no longer be able to hide. When you said I stole and you got proof, I'm calling your bluff. So now let's go here, Brian Nick. Because I believe you're stealing from Rob. I believe you and Don Russell have an operation going on where y'all trying to funnel money from Robert Sylvester Kelly. I have a feeling that y'all trying to come up off of his pain. And as long as people like me around that loves him unconditionally and don't want shit from him, but to see him vindicated, I'm going to bring it all to everybody. And like I say, I let the people decide. This not for me to sway nobody. I let the people decide. I gave you time to come and talk to me. You've been ducking me out too, Brian Nix. But you've been going around lying, saying I stole over 40,000, you and your crew. So now I asked you twice, how about you come holler at me? Oh, no. And then you heard Carolina Diamond say, he said he didn't want to talk to you. So now I don't want to fucking talk to you. Fuck you. I said it. Let's go here. Let's keep it 100. Let's read. In those consolidated appeals, Shatundra Tillman and his former attorney, Bryant Nix, challenged the district court's order requiring them, Shatundra Tillman and Bryant Nix, to pay a combined total of how much? $80,000 in attorney's fees and sanctions in connection with Tillman's copyright lawsuit against New Line Cinema, Time Warner, and several other defendants. The details of that suit are described in our order affirming the district court's grant of summary judgment for the defendants. They even made it a case law. See Tillman versus New Line Corporation. In a nutshell, Tillman believes that the defendants produced the feature film John Q from a script that he says was stolen from his screenplay, Kashima, Heart of Gold, in the face of evidence showing that John Q was written 5 years before Kashima, Heart of Gold. Tillman filed a pro se complaint alleging copyright infringement. 2 months later, Nix appeared on his behalf and filed a 63-page amended complaint assertion 9 claims against more than 20 defendants and seeking a total of $420 million in damages. Several of those claims obviously were doomed to fail. The complaint included, for example, civil rights claims arising under 42 United States Constitution 1983, though none of the defendants were state actors. Nix pursued the case for 2 years, pursued the case for 2 years, despite warnings from the defendants that they intended to seek sanctions if he persisted in pushing ahead with what they characterized as frivolous claims. To their warnings, after the district court granted the defendant's summary judgment on the copyright claims, the other claims had been kicked out at the dismissal stage. They sought attorney fees and sanctions under 17 USC 505, 42 USC 1988, and 28 USC 1927. Let's scroll down. No, let's go here. because I want y'all to see exactly who's stealing from Robert Kelly. I want y'all to see. In a comprehensive 20-page decision, the district court agreed that the defendants were entitled to recoup some of their fees and costs, and that Nick's conduct in pushing on with the litigation was sanctionable. It concluded that as the prevailing party, the defendants are entitled to fees under the copyright statute, and that fees are especially appropriate because Tillman showed an unwillingness to come to grips with the evidence that undermined his claims. The court also awarded attorney fees under 42 USC 1988 because Tillman's civil rights claims were legally frivolous. As for Nick's, the court determined that he unreasonably and vexedly multiplied the proceedings by filing a lengthy complaint with multiple claims that did not have a prayer of success. Filing a frivolous interlocutory appeal after the court denied his request to file a second amended complaint, and conducting a patiently and adequate investigation to support the conspiracy theory underlying the copyright claims. According to the court, concluded that Nick should be sanctioned $60,000 under 28 USC 1927, and that Tillman would be jointly and severely liable for that amount. In addition, it ordered Tillman to pay the defendants $20,000 under 505 and 1988. Before he filed his complaint, Tillman was represented by a lawyer. That lawyer withdrew from the matter after he received certain evidence from the defense that persuaded him that Tillman's claim had no merit. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll down. The defendants presented new evidence of John Q's independent prior creation, finding that Nick's withdrawal partly mitigated his prior bad faith. The district court reduced the amount by 80%, ordering Nick's to pay the defendants $60,000 under 1927. Nick simply has not demonstrated that the district court abused its discretion by not whittling down those fees even further. The assessment tech of WILLC, that's the case law. That's the case law. The judgment awarding attorney fees, the judgment awarding attorney fees, costs, and sanctions is affirmed. So, you know what this tells me? That birds of a feather flock together. We've been saying for months. We've been saying for months that Miss Carolina Diamond has been frequently talking about being close to Bryant T. Nix. We also know the alleged sisters. We all know that they befriended me and lied to me and showed me paperwork, which I believe like a dumbass, and showed me pictures. No, they didn't. Roger showed me pictures like I believe like a dumbass, but they do have some similarities. And I let them in. I said it many times before. I wish I can turn back the hands of time. I would have never entertained them. But how do I correct the wrong? Only one way. Point out who all the thieves are. As they say, there's a thief in a temple tonight. Well, with that being said, I know Don Russell and Brian Nick are real tight. Brian Nick is Don Russell's lawyer. I know Brian Nick is cool with Rob, but Rob don't know that half of this shit is going on. So what they do is they prey on his illness, and they butter up shit that don't even sound right. Like that $1 million, like that $1 million deal that Don Russell was trying to get from them cinema people that I brought to y'all. How much more do people gotta go and show? Let's go here. This fund that they're collecting, who is it backed by? Not Greenberg. We all know that. Not Mike Leonard. We all know that. Definitely not Doug Anton, because he's only backing one, and that's the R. Kelly Defense Fund. So who's this fund that they trying to raise, which they saying they trying to raise $1 million? And they lying to R. Kelly fans and people by promising them perks. That's not even logical. So what are y'all gonna go do? Buy some R. Kelly CDs that y'all deem as a top 5? And then fake sign like Don Russell did that paperwork? And then give them to people and say it's from R. Kelly? And because they don't know R. Kelly's signature, they don't know what the hell going on. That's not fair. Y'all motherfuckers are crooks and y'all need to be fucking exterminated. I'm saying it. Now, I gave everybody an ample chance to sit down. We can talk. If y'all show me that I'm stealing anything, I'll come public to the people and say I took whatever. But you can't show a damn receipt saying Dana J stole a motherfucking thing. You can't show it. It don't exist. So y'all go get folks to attack me by lying to them, not knowing that I'm a savage for real. So I see the conglomerate that's trying to come against me. But yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I ain't fearing none of y'all niggas. And he gonna prepare the table where y'all gotta be my footstool. This fight that I fight is for Robert Sylvester Kelly. Hell with R. Kelly right now. R. Kelly is the entertainer. Robert Sylvester Kelly is the man sitting behind a fucking jail cell. Y'all heard the man say he wonder if y'all even think about Robert Sylvester Kelly. You haven't once heard him say R. Kelly. You heard him say Robert Sylvester Kelly. Let's go here. I see the new music that's being released. I see it 2 at a time. Okay? There's a reason why I'm not touching that. One thing I do is when I get marching orders, I know how to follow marching orders. The question is, do y'all? Or do y'all just want to do shit because y'all feel as though y'all want to be the ones to, I look good in Rob's eyes. Rob, you gotta love me forever. I did this, I did that for you while you was locked up. Ain't nobody else do it. Fuck all that. If you care about him, stop worrying about what other motherfuckers do. If you do what you do, and you know it's lining up, you don't have nothing to worry about. But the problem is, y'all not doing that. Y'all doing shit, and y'all lying to people. And because y'all painted a narrative that I was the bad guy, which I don't care. Shit, say hello to my little friend. I'll be the bad guy. But y'all lying to these people saying, write the judge, write the judge. Is a reason why I said it quietly. And I told Kevin Terrell, I said, do not do that. I got laughed at. He said, yo, until R. Kelly tell me don't do it, tell that nigga to call me. Well, the federal government just called you again and put in there why R. Kelly ain't coming out. Now what? Now what? Because for the millions of fans that's not watching this, they wondering who the fuck could be on the internet and Robert Kelly's name. So when you thought you was deleting, the federal government said, I got this, which bring me to what I just received. Now, for all the people that was on Opinionated News Network yesterday, for everybody that put comments up there and went back and it was gone, it's because they was deleting it. But I got people everywhere. And because I show myself friendly, people don't mind saying, Dana, we know you for Rob. Give the people what they deserve. So here's what I'm going to say. Truth Media said, who do you think you are to start $1 million fund for adequate representation? Are you aware that R. Kelly hired these lawyers and felt they're adequate to represent him? Who are you to R. Kelly? You bloggers are really something else. And to make matters worse, you are starting this fund with the fake sisters. Opinionated News Network, the one that everybody loves, responded, bitch, please. What have you did other than put out videos? You are sick. No, Trent, as a man, I'm going to tell you, you are motherfucking sick. Yes, you come with great content. Yes, you do recycle a lot of other people's shit, but you bring it in a way that can't nobody understand that you're recycling other people's shit. But you have some good things. You should have stayed by yourself instead of jumping on a bandwagon with everybody else. Sometimes it's cool to be alone. So somebody else said, so which one of the R. Kelly lawyers are going to do the confirmation about this? Do you know, Trent? That man never mentioned any names. Red flag to me. Then it say, I'm not taking calls right now. Then it says, the controversy around the R. Kelly sisters is really not helping the cause at this stage either. I hope there's a quick follow-up video to eradicate all doubt in this matter. Well, I'm giving you the video. This is the follow-up. This is the checkmate. Nobody that really rocks with R. Kelly is going to be dealing with that $1 million fund. We all know it's a scam. We all know it's a catch one, catch all. We all know that truthfully, that clearly, and I'm going to spill the beans, that's clearly money that Don Russell is raising that he can get a lawyer for his defense when they hit him with them indictments. Did I say that? Is it more indictments coming? Oh, did I just let the cat out the bag? Uh-oh. But let's finish. Somebody else said, I heard the lady who asked the question about the Kelly sisters and why she do not support them. You cannot be rude to people who you are asking to give their hard-earned money, especially with the coronavirus situation. I agree with her. We are not fools. You want our questions answered with respect. I am just saying because right is right and wrong is wrong. Then somebody else said, okay, Trent, I think you should contact his attorney before we send money. This is crazy. We can't trust this man. He said he spoke to the Kelly sisters. Red flag. First of all, they haven't been confirmed to be his sisters. No, they haven't, and they haven't took a DNA test. Second of all, Greenberg should know about this. And third, we can't trust this man for real, for real. As Riel said, the ladies aren't his sisters. That they're, hold on, that they are not his sisters. Second of all, Greenberg should no, okay. Ladies aren't his sisters, okay. That they're handlers. Come on now, we can't trust no one. Let Greenberg go live and let us know. I'm sorry, y'all. The ladies aren't proven to be his sisters. Y'all better listen to what Sharon Winbush and Azriel said. Please check with Greenberg. Please check with Greenberg first. He can answer everything. Let's go here. If Greenberg wouldn't put his stamp of approval on what Doug Anton was doing per the approval of Robert Sylvester Kelly, what make you think Greenberg is going to put a stamp on something that Don Russell is doing and knowing that Don Russell is trying to bring somebody else in to fire all of them? What other person could convince Rob to fire Greenberg, Doug, Mike Leonard, Nicole, Ray, than somebody close to him like Brian Nick, that know how to wordplay to make one word seem like something else? Sounds like the court system to me. Sounds like he professional, specialize in legalese. But let's go here. This last person said, my problem with this is that Kelly's sisters have never been verified, and R. Kelly have never spoken publicly from his mouth in an interview. He accept them as his sisters without a DNA test. I saw the video they done with Shabazz, and they spoke negative against Robert. Well, if you go back on Trent page, you might not see them comments because they are deleting them comments quick, fast, and hairy. Which bring me to the point of this right here. Who do you trust? A ghost that Carolina Diamond, the sisters, Don Russell, Opinionated News Network, and everybody else, Texas Black Diamond and everybody else just run up under, that never seen this lawyer named Brian Nick, but they taken Don Russell word, who went on every platform and told a different story? Or do you trust R. Kelly lawyer, who you see in the motions, who you see name at the bottom of the paperwork, that stamped a certain person by the name of Dana J. of helping them with this situation? I'm not saying follow me. What I'm saying is follow the truth. I don't want nobody weaseled out of anything. I don't want nobody to be like, I gave to this defense fund. No, the fuck you didn't. And I put that on my mama. If you given to the R. Kelly Defense Fund and you didn't get a PayPal receipt, or if Doug wasn't back, or if Doug wasn't backed up in the work dealing with R. Kelly, you ain't get a thank you card or something from Doug, I guarantee you ain't donate to the defense fund. Another thing that I'm gonna break down. Don't say you donated to R. Kelly Defense Fund and it went to that motherfucker a defense fund. No, that is not the same defense fund as R. Kelly's defense fund. Third thing, Dana J only supports and rocks with R. Kelly Defense Fund that have a PayPal attached to it. Say paypal.me/ capital R, lowercase, no, capital R, capital K, lowercase e, LLY, capital D, lowercase e, FENSE, capital F, lowercase UND. That's the only defense fund I'm rocking with. That's backed by Doug Anton, whose office is in Hackensack, New Jersey. Anything else, I don't know nothing about. Anything else, I'm not associated with. Anything else, you're on your own. Anything else, I don't know. That's how I put it. Now, time out for the scammers. Time out for the scammers. And what's going on is the people who was believing Don is now looking at this shit like, whoa, what the hell is really going on? That was a strong motion. That was a strong motion yesterday. Hold on. Hey, sis. Oh, you need to jump on my live. Hey, you want to call in or come in the chat? It's up to you. Because if you want to call in, I can convert it right now and put you live. Okay. I'm already live. I've been live now for a while. All right. Okay. Like I said, things, and with this new platform, I'm going to say I apologize because I'm looking at it from two different angles. I thank everybody that donated via Super Chat or Cash App. I thank y'all so much. Like I say, it's only one defense fund, and I'm glad you put that up there, Love Me. There's only one defense fund that I rock with, and that's Attorney Douglas Anton, 3 University Plaza Drive, Suite 407, Hackensack, New Jersey, 07601. The PayPal is http://paypal.me/R Kelly Defense Fund. If you're on PayPal, just type in R Kelly Defense Fund. So at the end of the day, Toxic Diamond, hey sis, he's come through green screen. Yes. Hey, shout out to my sis Toxic Diamond. She broke the story of the cease and desist letter. I didn't know nothing about it. But she totally surprised me with it. And I was surprised that it even happened. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I was the fool that took them to meet Robert. I was told about the judge and their family that told them to go support Robert. I was told about the different things that happened, about the family reunions. I was told so much. And because I really want Robert to have a relationship with his real family, I was gullible enough to take them to Robert, not knowing the whole time they were stabbing me in my back. Not knowing the whole time they were trying to bring me up on rape charges. Lisa, Renee, Kelly. The whole time, I didn't know that they was going around saying I stole money from their other sister who have a special needs situation, which they know is false. Because when they first brought it to me, they said somebody named Kells Nation and Sharon Winbush. That's what they said. Now, it makes sense why Sharon Winbush went so hard on them. Let's keep it 100. Let's expose these lies. Just like the drop down tab. Dr. Rogers, Cassandra, block Dana J. I never did nothing to neither one of y'all. So why block me? Why go to Hollywood Next and dog me behind my back like I'm just a lap dog and I'm nothing? Let's talk about it. Let's revisit that day for that y'all came to meet Robert after court. Let's keep it 100. Let's talk about how not Cassandra, but Rogers, you and Phases didn't want D. Wilson to come meet Robert with y'all. Let's talk about it. I'm going to put it all out there. Like I say, I hold everybody's secrets. Let's talk about how Phases and them was ready to meet Robert, and Rogers, you was late and you was holding them up. But me, I was stalling just so y'all can meet Robert. But then you go back and tell Hollywood Next, oh, Dana didn't do that. We went through somebody else. No, let's keep it 100. That person who y'all trying to say y'all went through had to go talk to him first. It's a chain of command. I had to go talk to him first. I had to have a sit down with him and tell him why I'm even bringing y'all. And you know what was asking me? Well, are they good people? I didn't know none of y'all from Adam and Eve. And I said, yes. Why? Because I was rocking with Phases for the long haul. Didn't know Phases was going to flip on me like that. Even though Kevin Terrell had something to do with that when he chopped up that video. But man, Phases got over that. So I thought. Y'all whole moral, y'all was trying to recruit Hollywood Next because y'all knew that Hollywood Next was a pit bull. And when she gave y'all the kumbaya for the moment and got what she wanted, and y'all tried to turn on her by throwing slick jabs, she turned around and ate y'all ass up and spit everything out to the public. Let's talk about it. Because nobody else want to talk about truth. Don Russell, you say you only met me and you called me a mole because I brought Jasmine for that day that y'all put her in Rob's car. You a motherfucking lie. I wasn't even in Chicago that day. I didn't even know that damn girl did that shit. From what I know, she was in Olympia Fields fucking a gay couple. Let's keep it 100. And then she talking about, well, Dana was being overprotective. You right. Because if you came with the supporters, actually you came by yourself, but you ain't had nowhere to go. As me being one of the leaders of the supporters, I'm not going to leave you sitting on the curb. And you only stayed at my Airbnb that one night. The next night, you went to go stay with Denise because you thought you was going to run the street or you thought you was going to get close to Rob, and you end up sleeping at Dunkin' Donuts. Do you remember? Because you was mad when all of us came back. And you was like, I couldn't go with y'all. And Rob walked right past you. Do you remember? When you start freaking out, Jasmine, and I had a member of Rob's inner circle talk to you, and you told him a whole different story. You didn't think it was going to come back to me? And it came back to me, hey, DJ, man, you need to control these supporters. Rob ain't fucking with none of them like that on a personal level. So why do she think that? But you went and told everybody, Jasmine, that me and Rob forced you into a threesome. Remember that? Which wasn't true at all. Then you telling everybody, oh, Rob didn't know Dana. Dana slept and sat in a lobby for 13 hours. That was you. I just wasn't going to bust you out at first. But now the lies got to stop. That was you. That was you. And if Daddy Lolo ain't come and get you and freak you off when he did, you would have still been in the lobby. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. Like when you said you was in Connecticut and you was in Chicago at Starbucks. Because you went to Trina house because that's where you left your bag at. Do I got to go any deeper? Let's stop all the lies. If you fighting for Rob, fight for Rob. Nothing more, nothing less. But back to you, Don Russell. You said you only seen me that one time when Jasmine came to the gym. Well, I wasn't in Chicago, so how did you see me? The first night you seen me was the first night of court, and you didn't come to court the first time. Man, you played on opposite teams, and you wouldn't even look me in my face. And then after y'all lost, you went and sat on the side of the gym, put on your clothes, and left. The second time, man, you was on the same team, and we lost to Rob's team. And we fucking lost 17-0, and the game only went to 15. And Rob scored every fucking basket. Let's keep it 100. Hold on. Hello. All right. Let's keep it 100. The third time you seen me, Don, I called you a bitch ass nigga to your face because I asked you was a certain person in the gym and you told me no. And he was standing right there shooting the ball. Those are the 3 times. So how did you only see me once, Don Russell? And I was kind of weird? When? Never weird. Stop the lies, bro. Then, oh, Dana worked for Angelo. Really? When have they ever gave me a dime? Never. But Don, how many hours have you, Tim, and Angelo set up and talked about whatever y'all talked about? Let's talk about it. Since you want to make it seem like that Angelo and them are the bad guys, how often have you talked to them? You're on video talking to them, giving advice to them against R. Kelly and what to do. Not to mention, I really don't care about you because you're a documented rat. That's Chicago's problem, not mine. I just don't like what y'all doing to my guy. And then I need you to help me make sense of math. You just came around when the I Admit song came out. You've been knowing Rob for 30 years, but you've been dealing with Rob off and on for 30 years, but you only came back when I Admit came out. Then Carolina Diamond them say, well, we asked Brian Nick to talk to Dana, and he said, no, he ain't want to talk. Well, Carolina Diamond, don't you remember the conversation when you said, well, when you get to Chicago, Dana, we're gonna be having a meeting with Brian Nick, and we want you to come through that meeting. We got to Chicago, that meeting mysteriously disappeared. But y'all went. Y'all just didn't tell me because y'all knew the truth was going to come out. And I question everything. You can't piss on my head and tell me it's raining. That's why I'm the most hated guy, because I don't go along with everybody bullshit. Let's talk about it. I've took hits for everybody. Rogers, let's talk about the real reason why me and Dr. Rice was beefing. Because y'all came over and said, Dr. Rice was such a bad person. He did this, he did that. And instead of me fact checking, I jumped to y'all's side because I believed y'all about being for Rob. And look where it got me. And a beef with a man I don't know nothing about. But I'm glad me and that man and was able to talk. And we got through this thing. And now there's no beef. I'm happy to say I can call Dr. Rice and ask him for information, and there's no type of nothing. Dr. Rice, I'm still trying to get you on my channel. I know you don't want to, but I'm still trying to get you on my channel. You're live on Live, Raw, and Uncut with actor Dana J. I wasn't taking calls, but since y'all want to call, how you doing?
Dana, listen, the only reason, this passing game, so listen, the only reason why I'm calling, because everybody is screaming at you, telling you to check your phone. I don't know why, but check your phone, bro. I'm out.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I keep telling y'all I'm on 2 different platforms. I have YouTube jumping. I have Facebook going, which my Facebook stopped. So I got to look on here. I apologize for not even looking at the chat, but I'm trying to get adapted to the Zoom stuff. God damn. Shout out to my sis. Today is her birthday. Everybody say happy birthday. Wow. 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 I forgot about this. So let's talk about truth. Let's talk about truth. I kept saying it over and over. When it all come out, everybody gonna see that Dana J is an innocent person. My hands ain't dirty about nothing. But when it comes down to it, can anybody else say that? I told what I done. And I told why I did it. But can any one of y'all tell what y'all done? Can any one of y'all stand truthful on y'all platform and talk to the people that rock with y'all and tell them what y'all done? Brian Nick, I ain't finished with you. Who are you? On March 18th, 2019, U.S. District Judge John Z. Lee of Illinois granted summary judgment in favor of an attorney who represented R. Kelly. The attorney was alleged to have fraudulently promised to hold a concert promoter's $500,000 in escrow, but instead forwarded the money to R. Kelly, who spent it before the deal collapsed. Or did he forward it to R. Kelly? Let's see. Judge Lee dismissed claims of promissory fraud and breach of contract against Bryant Cave LLP. After making a factual determination, the plaintiff, Swervo Entertainment Group LLC, failed to show Swervo ever had control over the funds. Plaintiff's argument to the contrary, that the money belonged to the plaintiff and only went through City Center because plaintiff did not yet have a bank account, and is a non sequitur. The opinion states, plaintiff's argument to the contrary, that the money belonged to the plaintiff and only went through City Center because plaintiff did not yet have a bank account, and is a non sequitur. The opinion states, if plaintiff did not yet have a bank account, it did not have any money, nor did it provide that money to City Center or to defendants. Negotiations between the parties over the tour promotion deal ultimately collapsed, but RSK Enterprises LLC, which has R. Kelly, as its sole member, spent the money and did not return it. We all know that R. Kelly is not R. Kelly Enterprise LLC, nor is he R. Kelly Enterprise. So who could RSK Enterprise LLC be? Don Russell. And who? I'm now seeing that Brian Nick. Swallow Entertainment Group LLC is represented by Joseph P. Beckman, J. Robert Keena, and Brian R. Christensen of Hellmouth and Johnson PLLC. R. Kelly and RSK Enterprises LLC are represented by Brian Nix of the law office of Brian Nix. You are the company you keep. So the private lawyer has been put out there now. Now you want to tell me show proof? I can prove everything I just read. Now, can y'all show proof that I stole anything from Robert Lester Kelly? I need that proof. I need that proof. Y'all been saying it for a year. Y'all been slandering my name for a year. I need that proof. If not, you're going to see another lawsuit very soon, and it's going to have a lot of people's names in it. I promise you that. I promise you that. So while Robert don't know what the hell is going on, y'all sitting back living lavish, taking money from him. Robert asks, where's my motherfucking money? And I was told, well, Dana, if you in this fight, you gotta be in this fight for real. So the question is, where's Robert money? My next stop is Arizona. So, okay, Google, pair.
All right, to connect, open Bluetooth settings and look for the device called Living Room Speaker.
We about to close out the show. As soon as it's connect,
Living Room Speaker.
and we about to close out the show. Wait a minute. We about to close out the show, and we about to do some things, but we don't know what the judge is going to say today or when the judge rule. I pray that the judge give him a relief and let him out. Town hall meeting tonight. Town hall meeting number 5, 9 o'clock. Hold on, today Friday, yeah, 9 o'clock. Or we gonna party tonight? Town hall meeting tonight, 9 o'clock. Like I say, we are a corporate group. We ain't gonna stop fighting for Rob, no matter who say what, no matter how many threats we gonna get. We gonna fight into the end. Hold on. You're live on Live and Uncut and Raw with actor Dana J. How can I help you, caller?
Hey, Dan, this is Sylvia. I just wanted to give you
Huh?
I just wanted to give you an update. This is Sylvia.
Okay.
Hey, Damon. Sylvia, I just wanted to give
Cut the device down in the background. What is the update?
Hold on a second. I'm sorry about that. That was Sippo. He had his device on. The update is that he has until on Sunday to reply. They have until Sunday to reply.
So the team have until Sunday to reply to what the government has said?
Yeah, to the government response, and then
No problem.
Then the judge has to make a decision.
Okay. So you know what we need to do. Don't say it on here, but we know what we need to do.
Yes.
So thank you for the update. I'm glad about that. Sunday is more than enough time.
Okay.
We support Doug. We support Steve. We support Mike. What I've read was so vague, and it's easy to break that down. So I thank you for calling in, Sylvia. Hello? Oh, she gone already. Well, I'm going to open up phone lines real quick so people can voice their concern, their opinion on everything they heard today. Call in 470-355-8221. 470-355-8221. Call in 470-355-8221. I'm going to wait. You're live on Live, Raw, and Uncut with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Yes, this Nate.
Okay. Hey, Nate.
Yeah, fine. Oh, the other day I had got what you were saying. I just had needed time to think. About seeing through God's eyes and stuff like that. Things. So I had got what you were saying, and you know that's why I come to your channel, and you know talk to you offline because you know I do want to be educated.
Mm-hmm.
I had suffered a hard blow in 2005 when I became blind. So I needed to be updated, you know, on education because when I became blind, that's where my mindset is still stuck at back in 2005 to where I last was seen, you know.
Right.
And I'm just asking, like you, your Mars, and whoever that's listening, like to be a little patient with me. There's some things that I do. I'm a little like slow because I wasn't always like this, you know what I'm saying? But when you've been dealt with a hard blow, like I did, that's where the trauma came in at, you know?
I got you.
Yeah. And the only thing I have to say is that I pray that Rob does get vindicated with this whole thing. Because this whole thing is so emotional and draining for a little bit of everybody, you know?
Right.
And I never did question that defense fund because I spoke to Doug Anton like back in between November and December. And that's how I know that Doug Anton's father, you know, got diabetes or whatever. And he was using this type of software, and I didn't get the name of it. And that PayPal thing is for real because I talked to him about that. But he told me since I'm blind and stuff that I have to send the money orders or the cashier's check to his to his office. So I got my sister. Well, I have two sisters, but I got one of them to do that for me. You know.
I got you.
And it's something else I want. Yeah. How do we handle the situation with you know who? I'm talking about Don Russell.
How?
How do y'all handle the situation concerning with you know who, the Cobra. I mean, I'm talking about Don Russell.
People gotta stop supporting them. People gotta stop letting them on their page. People gotta stop even listening to him and separate from everybody that follow him.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. It's no way cut dry. It's straightforward. You gotta separate.
Yeah. And one last thing I have to say, I pray for you because anybody that went through, I mean, you was in it for day one, you know, and if anybody anybody that got assassinated out here on these YouTube streets, but not in real life, but anybody that got assassinated out here on these YouTube streets, it was you from the very beginning.
I got assassinated by everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah. And you know, I had my little run-in with you about.
Oh, I know you assassinated me too.
Yeah, but at least I came back.
And you apologize, unlike everybody else.
Yeah, so thanks.
Integrity is everything, man.
Yeah. So I pray that y'all have the strength to get this stuff moving, and so Rob can be vindicated. You know.
I feel you.
And I'm gonna have to let you go.
All right. Thank you so much, Nate.
Okay. Bye.
Anybody else calling in? 470-355-8221. You're live on Live, Raw, and Uncut with actor Dana J. How can I help you, caller?
Good afternoon, Mr. Dana.
Hey, how are you, Mr. Gucci?
Man, I'm fucked up. That bullshit this morning just got me so fucked up I lost my voice. Man, it's some fucked up shit that these people really can't see how they are damaging Raw.
It's time to separate.
And I'm so glad that the judge finally put that shit in his response about these YouTube bloggers. It just fucked up for real. You know, this man locked up and they still blaming him for people to be calling his name, say we for him, we threatening people, we doing this. This shit got to fucking stop. Ain't no nigga want to be sitting in no fucking jail, especially when you're used to a different lifestyle. I'll be fucked up behind some shit like that.
Well, when Rob made that motion, the first thing he gonna say is, who's on the internet? And I'm gonna go, and you know what? And I'm saying it now. It wasn't me.
Right.
It wasn't me.
It's not. It's not. But the thing is, nobody won't listen to you. You know, they so busy trying to tear your ass down, right? They so busy trying to tear you down instead of listening to you or, you know, work together. But everybody just worry about building a damn empire in Rob's name. You know, and the shit is just getting ridiculous.
I'm going to say this, and I'm going to leave it here. If everybody at one point could have came together on some real shit, what it could have been, it would have been something like the Roman Empire.
Yes.
But now we have to come together with the real R. Kelly supporters, the real R. Kelly fans, not the fanatics, but the fans. And we have to set precedent and go forth in everything that we do.
Then it's so true, man. I just don't know what the hell to think. This man gonna sit for a whole nother year because of this bullshit. You know? And everybody don't realize the nonsense to it. You know?
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. Gucci, you know firsthand, bro. I've been wanting to walk away from this shit, bro. But because of my guy, I can't.
I can't right now.
I can't. But trust me, you know, I've been wanting to walk away from this shit, man, because the way I'm built is not like this, bro. I'm not built for this fuckery, bro.
No, I'm not, man.
Truthfully, I will fuck around and be sitting next to Rob, bro. So So I don't want to do that, man. My thing is, if everybody do what they do and what they believe and stop listening to dumbass Don Russell, then everything will be fine. I've been saying it for the longest. And everybody's like, oh no, you brought him out. No, I didn't bring him out. I knew he was coming. So I warned the people before he got there, which brings it down to, to this, Gucci. In the Bible, it says the real prophets is going to warn the world about the Antichrist, right?
Right.
Look at what's going on. The real prophet has warned the world about the Antichrist. But nobody want to listen.
Nobody want to listen.
So now the Antichrist has struck again. What benefit is he getting? Well, he already started releasing Rob music. So here's my question. If it's the music that people worried about and that's it, y'all shouldn't mind Robert sitting behind bars. Whereas though people like me, I don't give a fuck about the music. I care about my God. I don't give two fucks about R. Kelly. I give every fuck about Robert Sylvester Kelly. That's the difference.
Right.
I know the man that produced the entity. So the entity don't matter. I know and I love the man that produced the entity. And because people couldn't catch it, oh, Dana J the mole. Dana J this. Dana J don't know him. Dana J do know him. Dana J. Yo, this shit look like a jigsaw puzzle when you put Dana J there.
Yeah.
And then let's go here, Gucci. I'm going to go back to Kevin Terrell. Oh, Dana J brand was fucked up last year. Ooh. But before you came on the scene, how was my brand fucked up? Because Don Russell done put that battery in your back to do that. Let's keep it 100. If we keep it 100, nobody will go misled. I like this green screen. I look like Bruce Leroy.
So good.
Dana, this is Sylvia. I'm in here also. I wanted to say something.
Okay, wait a minute. Don't ambush me like that. I ain't know what was going on. I'm looking around like, wait a minute. Sylvia got my damn house?
Great, Phil.
No, I asked him to merge me and I called in. Sorry. I was trying to complete what I was saying earlier and I got disconnected some kind of way. But that
Hold on, caller. Hold on, caller. After this call ends, then call in. Go ahead.
I was saying that the Rob's attorney has until Sunday to reply to the prosecutor's response to the denial.
Okay.
There's three things that needs to be addressed in the
Offline. Offline.
I know. I wasn't going to talk. No. No, I was just basically going to make a statement. I'm not going to tell about what we're going to do, but I want to make a statement that I don't understand why we are trying to buck the system. Buck the system, meaning why everyone's trying to say, oh, we have rights to say what we want to have, but it's Robert that's behind bars. You got to play that role, whatever it is, until he gets out. You can't say, oh, I have rights. I could go and say what I want to say about who the accusers and stuff like that. You can't do that because the only person it's hurting is Robert. These people out here have freedom. They're walking around doing whatever they want. Every time they say something, do something that is towards the accusers, it's hurting him. Remember, they're treating Rob as a corporation, like you said before. The corporation has a vast amount of employees and adequate amount of go after accusers. That's how they're looking at it. They're not looking at it as one individual like us and that we are limited to one area. So them doing what they're doing against Robert in the cause of saying, "Oh, I have my rights," it's not helping him at all. And they just have to understand that and not make it personal and stop doing all this nonsense. Oh, I mean, they need to stop. Seriously.
You know, somebody asked me a question. Somebody said, well, how did Michael Avenatti get out?
You're white.
And R. Kelly didn't. I'm gonna ask this question. Michael Avenatti don't got nobody on YouTube harassing the prosecutors neither, do he?
No, he don't.
Okay.
And then the other thing too, for us to be people of melanin, we have to play a different game than the people that are white, Caucasian, because we don't have those white privileges like they do. So we gotta play by the rules. If the rule said don't harass the people, don't harass them. How hard is that? I don't get it. I really don't. And then the other thing is the people that was with him is causing a lot of the stuff that's happening. So they gotta really be smart. If you've been talking about Don Russell, doesn't he have access to things that Rob has? He even said it. He has Rob's this, have Rob's that, I mean, come on. And he's going on from platform to platform to platform. What does that look like to the government?
Right.
You have to ask yourself that question.
I'm gonna say this. It's tools that people have that we all can utilize from. It's sad that one man can tell you everything that's going on and nobody believe him. But then another man come on and tell y'all who's Kel's Nation. He came on and told y'all who did what they did to Faith Rogers. He came on and told y'all who trying to fire the lawyers, and then gave y'all the amount of how much money that they gonna try to raise. Excuse me, but nobody paying attention to that.
Nobody.
The Antichrist is here. The question is, are you going to continue? Excuse my French. I believe God got a sense of humor, so I'm gonna use mine. Are y'all gonna continue fucking with the Antichrist or what? That's all it is. I'm not telling nobody not to fuck with Don Russell. I done tried that. And people gonna gravitate who they gonna gravitate to. So here's my question. If you for R. Kelly, why you keep fucking with people that's not for R. Kelly? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think some of the people who the judge is talking about really got caught up in a situation and they got too deep into it. I do believe that. But I believe some folks just don't give a fuck and they need to go where they about to go. Plain and simple. I believe some folks just need to sit down for a while.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, you go ahead, Sylvia. I'm listening.
I know some of us are overzealous fans or fanatic or supporters, but we just really have to use our common sense. Robert is a man of melanin. The rules are not the same. The playing field is not the same as someone that is Caucasian. So we have to do the right things. We have to cross all our T's, dot all of our I's. We have to walk that straight line. Okay, I understand everybody feels he's being treated unfairly. We know that. That's the way the world is. But we cannot act without using our brains in a better way. We have to do what is right for him to get out. That is that biggest request right now is for him to get out. So whatever is needed, I mean, some of you guys may not like Dana. It is not about Dana. It's about Robert Sylvester Kelly getting out.
Man, I will be the first one to say I need help. I need help with this. If ain't nobody trying to help, I don't mind going home doing it by myself. But I would love to have help.
And I want to address something about writing to the judge, about the judge, okay? I've heard so many, I've seen so many postings about the judge's daughter belonging to some sort of organization, whatever. Right now, the judge is not making a decision on his vindication right now. The judge is making a decision whether or not he gets out. Why would you want to piss off a judge that's going to be able to let him in and out? Why?
Exactly. Writing letters. What the hell y'all writing letters for? Half of y'all can't even read. Shit.
I could see you writing a letter of him being a good guy, but for you to write a letter about telling how awful a judge is, that is not common sense. I'm serious. That is not going to help her. Because let me tell you something. That judge was appointed by the president at that time. You cannot just get rid of that type. That is a judge that is on the federal court. That is not that easy. So we got to use our common sense and stop acting on emotion and use our brains in getting Robert out. That's what we need to do. I would suggest marching. That is better than trying to write a letter to about a judge. The judge that we can't do nothing about. Seriously, we can't. Because he has not been convicted. That's when you could write a letter. But right now, she's making a decision of whether or not he gets out. All this extra nonsense, there's federal people looking at the internet. They're watching everything we do. So we got to be smart people. We can't act foolish anymore. And it's not about you, me, none of us. It's about that man that is sitting on that concrete wall, behind that wall and those bars. That is what it's about, not us. So we got to get it together. Stop it, really.
You said it right. You said it right, you know. But Dana, we're going to let you finish, and we're going to talk about the stuff me, you, and Levi been talking about, because we got to go forward now.
All right.
We got to go forward.
I just want to address one person here. She says Kel says she needs to recruit herself from this is a violation. What violation is she doing? Please tell me what violation. People throwing out stuff. They don't even know what the hell they're talking about. Tell me what violation.
Hey, whoa. Dom K, don't delete Cal's girl.
I want to know what violation did this judge do?
None.
I mean,
the judge ruling on something that the prosecutor present in front of her.
The prosecutor presented case law.
Right.
Everything is being done. The federal government don't do things out of malice.
Right.
They do things based on law.
And then the prosecutor present the fact about the YouTube. Don't they know the prosecutor got interns that watch this stuff? That's something they know.
I want to know what law, what violations did the judge commit? I'm waiting for her answer. Instead of just throwing words.
She ain't gonna be able to answer because she was blocked by Dom K.
Just block her.
Unblock her. Because this is crazy. Y'all cannot blame the judge for nothing. The judge is following federal law, guidelines, case laws, everything. My God.
I just want to see what what law did the judge break? Because they're making all these things up. And I saw somebody posting her daughter works for a Lifetime. No, her daughter don't.
Sylvia.
They picked up another person.
Sylvia.
Don't worry about it, Sylvia.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, let Dana finish her show. We're going to listen, and we're going to hope she answer your question. And we got to get to work now, Sylvia, on the stuff we're talking about.
Thank you, Natalie.
Okay.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Dana, for standing and just being who you are, because these people, they have personal vendettas against you and not listening to what you're saying, and they need to get it together in that, you know?
Right.
because all these people who are lawyers act like they lawyers, judges, and all this kind of stuff, and don't even have a pot to piss in, and they need
Sylvia.
to together.
Okay.
No. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Bye.
All right, Dana, we talk when you get off. We're
All right.
listening.
You're live. Hello? Oh. Hold on. You're live on the live, uncut and raw talk show with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Hi, Dana. So I listened to what you said.
Okay.
I'm overly frustrated because I don't understand. Like, it's so simple. Some of the things we can change is so simple. Let me turn this down. I don't want to hear myself talk. Some of these things can be changed easily. I just feel like, honestly, we need to stop posting stuff and putting his name in it. That's all I've been saying this whole night. Stop putting his name and stuff, because when his name is generated in the system, this kind of stuff is going to pop up. Half of this stuff, honestly, haven't really been about him. You get what I'm saying?
I totally agree.
It's not helping him. It's not helping him, and it's so frustrating because this man is really just sitting there. And I just imagine, like, it's so many innocent people going through the same exact thing. It's frustrating, and maybe it's because it's late as hell here, and I'm getting hella emotional hormones. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's so frustrating because we're doing all of this stuff. We've been going at this for how long now? And nothing we've done on these platforms, period, has helped him.
I've been saying
He never went so hard for somebody ever. And this, I don't know this man personally. It's not about me wanting to know him personally. It's because I have sons.
Right.
I have a husband. This could be them.
Right. You're right, Bree.
Y'all have to understand that. And we can go back and forth. We can not like each other, this, that, and the third. That's cool. But the shit ain't helping him.
You're right.
Period.
And I've never heard you like this
And
before.
I don't understand. I don't feel like it's too late for people to get it together. I don't feel like any of these little petty beefs are so big that y'all can't come together and help each other out to make it hurt. I just don't know. It hurts because y'all don't understand. This could be any one of y'all. This could be any one of y'all. I remember when we first came on this joint, everybody was like a freaking family. Now everything is so divided, and I'm frustrated. I get frustrated because you know me. I'm going to call out everything I see from jump. I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat shit with nobody. People need to understand. And Simple, you need to understand. I get what you're saying. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. But these people ain't being loyal in this system. They're not being loyal to their words. Stuff is going to happen. We're going to not always get along. We're not going to always agree. But if we all came together for the cause that we all claim we fighting for, then it's going to work. Put them personal feelings aside. It's not helping him. Period. That's all I have to say.
Okay. Thank you, Bree. And she's calling from abroad. She's calling from in the enemy's camp right now. I believe she's in China or Japan or something like that. Man. It's crazy. Call in 47. You know what? Because folks was calling. So I'm going to call you back. Because when I start playing this music, I ain't going to stop. 323. Okay.
Hi, Dana.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. Who's calling?
This is Denise.
Hey, Denise. How are you?
Good. I always watch your show, and I love you guys so much.
Thank you so much, and we love
you
you back.
Really fantastic idea. I hope you guys are open-minded. Hi, chat. I'm a little nervous because I never call in.
Okay.
But why can't we hire a representative for you to be heard in front of the judge? Because you basically are part of, the paperwork, saying, the YouTubers and.
No, I'm not.
And separate you.
I'm not part of that paperwork.
No, not you, but they're saying YouTubers.
No.
Videos and.
No, they talking about the ones that was attacking them. Nah,
No, like what you read today, and it said, like video clips and stuff like that. Not in saying you per se. I'm saying let's try and put you aside away from everybody else and say, no, listen, we are Kel supporters, and we appreciate and respect the judge.
I'm working on that now. I'm working on the
That's
draft
what I'm
now.
saying, like trying to make you a separate entity.
Oh, I'm going to be
All
separate.
the fuckery. Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to be separate because I'm not on the radar. I'm not the one that they asking about.
No, I wasn't trying to insinuate that. I'm trying to say, let's stand you out from everybody else.
Well,
I mean, I'll be more than happy to, I'm in Florida. I'll be more than happy to pay for the defense for you for an attorney. I'll be more than happy. Just, I love you and, I want to help you out.
I thank you so much, Mr. Neese. All right. I thank you so much. I didn't even think about that, but okay.
I mean, if we could just get you an attorney and just, have you be separated from all this other shit that's going on, and the Angelos and the Larrys and the DJ Tysons and all of that crap, and just say that you strictly keep it professional. You break things down. You're a health supporter. You're trying to raise money. I mean, you're doing pretty much everything on the up and up. Let's make yourself heard.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm also not perfect neither. I participated in some of the craziness too.
No, I know that, but I don't believe that it's anything that the judge, with all due respect to the judge or her people or the court system, if they're listening, I don't believe anything they can stand on that you did anything bad would sway a judge or anybody either way.
No, they can't bring that to me.
You know what I'm saying? Anything you did was, pretty much representing yourself and trying to stand up for yourself. That's something a little different.
But that's a good idea, though. That's a great idea.
Let's get you an attorney, be heard for whenever. Along with Kel's team, we'll have an attorney standing with you or for you, and just say, hey, listen, we are Kel supporters. And we are a total entity from anybody else that you see or hear on YouTube.
Right. Okay. That makes sense.
And that way, Kels also knows that you're fighting for him. You're not a part of it.
Oh yeah, he know that 24/7.
No, I know, but he could. What we're talking about is a professional world out there in that courtroom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we need to keep that side professional, to look professional.
I totally agree. It's time to brand the firm and escalate.
Exactly.
Time to fly.
We need to direct this narrative into a different direction of professionalism. We got a group of team that, yes, we're Kel supporters, and you know what? We're going to abide by the judge's decisions, but Judge, we'd like to be heard. These are the things that we investigated.
Right.
Let your attorney share information with Steve Greenberg. Greenberg can share the things with the judge. That's how the things are supposed to go down. Not like Hollywood Next and Debowski. All that stuff don't even matter. It's just all craziness. Make yourself part of this game as a professional.
Okay.
I'm telling you, it'll work.
I'm gonna give you my email address, right? Let's talk offline.
Okay. Well, I'm not really good with computer skills, but I'll tell you what. You can email. Oh, I could give you my number over the line. It's not like all your callers are going to call me.
I'm gonna have
my phone
somebody,
number?
but I'm gonna have somebody put my email in a chat.
Okay.
And what you do is you email me and put your number in the email, and I'll call you back.
Okay, honey, I'll do that.
I gotta protect everybody, identity, everybody, everything over here.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you. And like I said, I'm not being a bullshitter. I'll be more than happy to put some money up for you. And let's be big about it.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Niece.
You're welcome, honey.
All right. Hey, somebody put my email address up in the chat for Denise, please. You're live on a live, uncut, and raw Dana J show. How can I help you?
Hey, what's up, Dana?
What's going on?
Hey, I just had a question for you, man.
What's up?
I've been trying to keep up with all the fuckery going on, and maybe you can answer this question. This is mine.
I know who you are, Mo.
All right. I just say that because I don't know if you recognize the number, but the question I have is, why the fuck do people without law degrees think they can do better than these lawyers? Like, I'm seeing some shit where they talking about they gonna raise $1 million to get him a lawyer. Wouldn't you think that if R. Kelly don't think his lawyers are doing the job he expects them to do, that he would be the one to say something?
That's what happens when you follow Brian Nick and Don Russell.
I mean, but I'm just saying, like, what do they think, that there's going to be a lawyer that shows up and says, "Hey, look, Mr. Kelly, I'm taking over your case and I'm kicking your other lawyers out"? I mean, what are they thinking?
I'm a logical thinker, so I wouldn't know.
Dana, my saying is this, right? The problem is we go insane in an insane world, man, because people, they're doing things and they think, oh, well, I'm going to do this and this is in the name of Rob. Well, my problem with that is, before you can do something on the behalf of someone else, don't they have to give you permission to do it on their behalf? Or am I tripping?
No, they have to give you permission.
Right.
And they have to sign off.
Okay, wait. So now this thing that I was hearing that the family signed off on, them being able to raise money in his name, wait, how that's coming from the family? Wouldn't it have to come from him if it's for him? I mean, in your words,
I'm going to say this.
That makes sense for me.
I'm going to say this. The closest family to him would be Bruce, Carrie, Teresa, Joanne, Jay, Robert.
His kids, right? His brothers, sister, and kids. Now, wouldn't they have to be the ones that, if family could sign off, they would be the ones that would?
If Robert was incompetent to do it, it will go down the line like that. I think it'll be kids, then oldest of kin like that. Robert is very competent to say yes or no. And
exactly.
We would know if he didn't want Greenberg and him there. We would know that.
Exactly, because that's his right to say, I'm fine with my attorneys. That don't fall on fucking Don Russell.
I said it before, Monty. I tried to warn the masses the Antichrist was coming. Nobody paid attention. Now everybody look at, this is unfair. And I'm sitting back looking like, you fucking hypocrite.
And one thing you said on a couple of lives before this, right? And I was sitting there and I was listening to you, and it resonated with me so much that I can't understand how people on some of these other fuck channels can't understand. When Dana attacks, it's because Dana was attacked. It's not like Dana wakes up and say, let me spin the wheel and see who I'm gonna fuck with today. And they're quick to say, oh, when people want to do something, Dana got something to say. But nobody's understanding when Dana says something, it's because there's some bullshit taking place.
You said it all right there.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. Listen, I ain't the smartest dude in the world. I got my GED from jail. You know what I'm saying? But I can sit home and figure this shit out.
Hey, some of the best people got their GEDs, brother. Join the family, brother.
You know?
I just wish that everybody could have been on the same page.
Yes.
And I must keep saying this, if everybody could have been on the same page, this would have been one hell of a push. Because you would have had everybody from every walk of life that would have came together for one cause.
Right.
But because egos, failed friendships, lies, deception got involved, this is what you get.
Yeah, but Dana, no one... See, you know what the problem is, Dana, right? It's like I tell my sons. When I tell my sons stuff, I tell them from experience, right?
Exactly.
But sometimes the problem with my sons is they can't hear it from me. So the problem you're having is it's because you're saying it. And if somebody else was saying it, these motherfuckers probably would listen. But because they don't want you to be, you know, like the smartest dude in the bunch, so it got to be, oh, Dana's fucking with this one. Dana's fucking with that. Dana's doing this. And like my wife said, it's a lot of sneak jealousy going on.
I'm going to ask you a question, Monty. What do you think this movement would have been if Dana would have never stepped into this situation?
Dana, this shit would be worse than it is now.
Figure that.
It would be worse than it is now. Because, one, nobody would have had really, I mean, except for the select few, no one would have had, you know, legitimate information. It would have been all innuendo, and he said, she said, and they said, and we said. But, you know, nobody wants to hear facts, Dana. I don't know why. I don't understand why people don't want to hear facts. They want to hear you go, oh, fuck Kevin Terrell, but they don't want to hear you go, you know, that we feel that maybe we should put in this motion or file this motion. They don't want to hear that from you, Dana. And it's only because it's you. And I mean, I'm not saying nothing bad. I'm just saying it's because it's you that they don't want to hear it. Now, if your name was Tommy Buckhead, they'd probably listen to you. You know? So it's just beyond me, Dana, that people can't figure this shit out. I mean, like you said, that when you're attacking this girl, you're attacking a federal witness, and we already figured out that they'll say something to catch a response from everybody, and then run back to the prosecutor and say, "Oh, I feel scared."
Exactly.
But that's only a way to get Kelly in there.
And Lisa Van Allen already done gave the blueprint. And the only reason why Lisa Van Allen gave the blueprint is because, let's keep it 100. Lizette got called out and ain't like it. And when she got dropped, she started telling everybody, go to the prosecutor, go to the prosecutor. That's why nobody haven't sent them to Lizette no more.
Right.
Yo, I tell folks like, yo, if I can't help you, I'm not going to hurt you. But if I can send you to the promised land, I'm gonna shoot your ass there. Or if I can't shoot you there, I'm gonna put you on a path to get there. I might not get there with you, but you gonna get there.
Exactly. Well, man, all I can say though, Dana, man, keep your head up, man, and keep pushing, because I mean, you knew in the beginning this was gonna be a fight, man.
Yeah.
I mean, but if you don't push, ain't nobody else gonna push, man.
Yeah, you right.
You know? So I mean, no matter how they coming at you. Oh, and another thing that I just gotta put this in your ear. Listen, these motherfuckers are gonna keep trying to say you stole some because they know it's the honest person in you that gets you pissed off. So you're like, what the fuck? How can they say some shit like this? But then it's only to get a rise from you. They say shit to try to find where your buttons are. Like I heard you say you was sick and tired the other day, and I was like, oh no, please, Dana, don't get tired and get out of the fight, man. You know?
Man, you seen that?
Yeah, I seen it, man. And I was gonna call in, but then I was like,
if you seen it, you already know that's where I was at.
Yeah, Dana, man. Maybe listen, even for you, if you just take a couple days, rest, clear your head. You know what I'm saying? Clean your house. You know what I'm saying?
I got you, Monty.
And that way, you know what I'm saying? Come back, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, man.
Got you.
All right?
All right.
All right, Dana, thanks.
All right. No problem.
Yeah.
Call in 470-355-8221. 470-355-8221. You live on a live, raw, and uncut with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Hi, Dana. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. It's Sonia.
I know it.
I have a question, or I'm just, it's so funny how they want to raise money to try to get Rob another lawyer without his okaying, right? And I think all this sneakiness is going on because once Rob gets out and starts working on his case, everybody's going to be found the fuck up. Excuse my French, because I'm getting pissed all over again. I was in a good mood. I was playing my R. Kelly music. I'm still playing it, but But I just feel that once they don't want R. Kelly out, because once R. Kelly gets out, the shit is going to shut down. Everybody's going to be exposed for what's really going on, and people are going to jail, and they're trying to stop that. So it makes sense that they would want to get a new lawyer. Of course, they're going to want to get somebody that they know so that they can sabotage this whole damn thing so that it goes in their favor and keep Rob in jail, right or wrong.
I agree.
This is some, like you guys say, some fuck shit. And I'm tired of it. I can't take it. My heart, every time you guys get a little bit closer and everybody's in a happy mood. We were so in a good mood yesterday. Here the vultures come. We were. And we still are because, our man is going to be free. But with all the fuckery, I'm over it, Dana. I'm so over it. And I feel so bad for you sometimes because I be looking at you and you just want to go crazy on every one of them. And I know you can't. You could, but you can't. And we don't want you to get locked up because we need you. You know that, right?
That's right.
Okay. But I just want to call. I love your chat. I've been rocking with you since day one. We're not going nowhere. We're here for the long term, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll tune back in when you come back in later on today, okay? I love everybody. I love you, Dana. Keep up the good work. You and Levi, y'all work well together. I just love you guys, okay?
All right. Thank you so much.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right.
Call in 470-355-8221. Almost time to go to work. Call in 470-355-8221. I thank the callers that called in so far. Speak your mind. Speak your mind. I like to thank Bree from calling from abroad, letting everybody know that she's still in the fight. She's still seeing what's going on and she's not liking it. Anybody else want to call in? Now watch, as soon as I start playing the music, somebody gonna call. I told you. You're live on a live, raw and uncut show with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Hi, Dana. My name is Sandra, and I been listening to all of this, and I've seen that video with the guy, setting up this here, setting up this money and stuff like that.
I don't know nothing about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't know nothing about that other fund. I don't care about the other fund. I choose not to even have that.
Yeah. I mean, I just think it's sad for Mr. Kelly, people are, doing these kind of things and trying to say it's on his behalf or it's on his family's behalf. And I don't know why, maybe somebody could inform his attorneys about what's going on. I mean, maybe they already know. I'm going to
say this. I'm going to say this. Okay, I'm going to leave it here. It's more than just attorneys that's watching this channel. That's why I try to conduct it in such a manner of professionalism. But it's more than just it's attorneys that watch my channel.
Yeah, I understand that. But
so trust me, everybody see what's going on.
Yeah, because that's really bad. But I just wanted to call in and put my little 2 cents in.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right. Her 2 cents was appreciated. Even if she had 1 cent, it was appreciated over here. Call in 470-355-8221. (470-355-8221). You're live on a live, uncut, and raw talk show with actor Dana J. How can I help you, caller?
Hi, Dana. I wanted to take the time out to call because I just wanted to apologize because I was trusting the wrong people, and I feel like I just wanted to apologize to you, period, and clean the slate and forgiveness because and I'm not trying to get on any side at all. All I want is for R. Kelly to be out, and that's it. And if there's anything that's harming him, I don't want to be part of it. And I owed you an apology, and I wanted to give you that, and out of all respect.
Yes, ma'am. And who is this I'm speaking with?
You can call me Miss B.
Okay.
And I just wanted to apologize.
Okay, but I know who it is. Okay.
I owe you that, and I hope you forgive me.
Yes, ma'am.
And
everything is forgiven.
I don't want to have nothing to do with none of this no more. None of that. I just can't because it's not working out the way it's supposed to. and I feel guilty about it because I'm laughing and all, but I apologize for it, and I don't have nothing to do with none of that no more. And I just wanted to let you know that, and I hope you forgive me.
Yes, ma'am. Everything is forgiven, and anytime you want to stop through the firm, you can always come over.
I appreciate you for that. Thank you so much, and you keep on doing the good work that you're doing, brother.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, we want to keep her in prayer, and we want to keep her lifted, and we want to make sure that when Ms. B come back over, we greet her with decency and diligency. Anybody else want to call in? 349. Anybody else want to call in? Somebody said Levi for Kelly in the building. Where's Levi? Levi want to call in? No, I guess not. It all depends. You're live on a live, raw, and uncut talk show with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Hey, Dana.
Hey.
I just wanted to say, I don't understand how anybody that's a parent, and especially a parent of a son, all these different sides everybody is on and things, and the ones that's confused trying to figure it out. I want everybody to just look at themselves personally, within yourself, and look at it. We are all parents. If you have a son in this world, in your home, especially during this COVID-19, everybody needs to look at their son right now and put their son in Robert Sylvester Kelly's place. If you are against any injustice going on, put your son in that man's place. Would you want the world treating your child, your son, the way that they are treating Robert Sylvester Kelly? I am one who do not take life for granted. Most of you know of my health condition. I'm calling in this very last time before next week just to voice my opinion on this, because I don't know what God has in store for myself today. I just ask that everybody keep me in prayer on Monday and Tuesday. I'm getting tested for COVID on Monday to see if we can proceed with my heart surgery on Tuesday. I love all y'all. Look in the mirror. Look at your boys. And y'all ask yourselves that question. Look at Robert Sylvester Kelly's face. What would you do if your boy was in his shoes? And I could die out of this world feeling great, having just said that to this world. This is Aisha. I love you, Dana. I'm out, y'all.
Love you too, sis. You're live on live, raw, and uncut talk show with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
This is Mom Mary. Please do not give up. We might all be a little bit down, but we're not out. God is still on the throne. God is still working. I am not going to give up. Whatever you and the firm get together after this live is over and talk, do it. But it's going to be all right, Dana. You know, Satan is all around us. We already knew. We already knew that when we get as close to getting him home, we could expect this. I am sure they don't want no new lawyers. They want to sit him back and keep him in there. There is nothing wrong with the lawyers that he already has. If they would stop trying to do their job and let them do their job, they would be okay. I know it's going to be all right, Dana. You hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So I don't want you to give up. You know it's all directed to you, because if they get you out the way, you and Levi, then they feel they can handle Rob the way they want. They can handle us as true subscribers if they want. But they will never be able to handle me. I'm calm right now. I am, because I'm letting God speak for all of us. It's going to be all right. Everybody in the chat, just pray. I'm looking for a better decision to come. Let them devils do what they want to do, and let them hate and continue doing what they want to do, Dana J. But they can't stop you, because God got you in the place that he wants you to be. He wants you to keep fighting, because a new thing is fixing to happen. I feel it in my gut. We're going to always have these distractions, but just keep fighting. You're going to come up with something. You're going to come up with the right answer, and we'll just keep whatever you say. You and the crew do it behind, and don't bring it on YouTube where they can't fight you. But the fight has just begun all over again. So you hang in there. I'm hanging in there with you. I'm fighting with you. I'm not going to give up. I love you and Levi, and I love Rob, and it's going to be all right. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
So you just go on back, get yourself together, and keep praying and keep doing what you want, what you're doing. Because whatever you're doing, it's working. We might not see it, but it's working, and it's going to work. Just change some little things and not bring us nothing on the YouTube that the enemy can get to that can block us. So I'm going to go back and pray, but you can depend on me. I'm there for you. Anything that I can do to help, I will. And tell Sylvia and Gucci and everybody, just keep doing what you're doing and let them go on. So go ahead and finish your live, do what you're doing. But I love you. I believe in you. I believe you. What you're doing, you're on the right road. Don't give it up. Don't give it up for anybody.
Yes, ma'am.
Love you, and I'll talk to you later on.
Yes, ma'am.
When we have the town hall.
Okay.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Love you back, Mama Mary. Anybody else want to call in? Got 3 minutes before I cut the phone lines off. Anybody else want to call in? 470-355-8221. 470-355-8221. What in the world? You're live on Live, Raw, and Direct and Uncut with Actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Well, you my little brother. I don't know about all that. How you doing today?
I'm good. I'm good, bro.
No, okay, that's good. That's good. You know, I had to come in and bless your live here. You know, I normally don't jump on here.
Right.
I wanted to jump on here today and converse with you. Is that all right?
Straight. You already know. Tell sis I said happy birthday. Today our birthday.
Come on. Yeah, she already know. I already told her.
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. But check this out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it's coming from me, I'm pretty sure it means a lot, man. I'm very proud of you, little bro. I'm very proud of you. And you know, we talk a lot off these lives anyway. And I'm pretty sure you already know.
Right.
My thing is, man, you continue to stay focused, man. And if I'm seeing it, you better believe Rob is seeing it. And it means a lot to him, just like it means a lot to me. You know?
Right.
I'm proud of Levi. Yeah, I'm proud of Levi. You know? Everybody that's positive for Rob, I'm proud of him. But, you know, you got to also look at the devil part side of it, you know?
Right.
Y'all do. It's the devil's part to break down whatever y'all do to make it look like it's nothing.
And you know, many nights I done called you like, wow, and you like, look, really?
Yeah, that's their job, man. Y'all got a job to do. The devil side got the job to do. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Man.
Gee, I know you're about to jump off there. You got like 3 important questions you want to ask me.
And you know what?
Answer.
I'm gonna just let everybody else ask. If y'all have any questions that y'all want to ask my bro, shoot them to me and I ask them.
Yeah, because I'm not looking at it.
Right.
Side of view. So yeah, you got to ask those 3 questions, man. And I'm gonna jump off here after I ask those 3 questions. But I definitely wanted to let you know, man. I'm proud of you in front of your subscribers. You know, because they don't see the hidden side of the important people.
Man, you're right.
You know, yeah, they don't, because we don't jump on here. We tell you in private, but I thought it was only important for me to jump on your live and tell you how proud I am, and that we are proud of you, bro. And you know, don't stop doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Somebody said, ask him how is Rob doing?
Oh, Rob is great. Rob is great. He's doing good. You know, we just gotta keep praying for Robert. You know.
Right. I will not be saying who this is, but has Robert tested for coronavirus yet? No, I can answer that. No.
Right. Danny, you got some good. I know you got some good ones, man. You want to ask? Go ahead, ask 2, man.
I'm just saying, I be wanting to.
It's gotta be from you, because this.
Nobody really know.
Nobody really knows. So
right, and that's why I be wanting them to ask. But okay, since you want to ask, since you want, you better not go off live, nigga. That's Levi threatening me again. Pretty much. I'm gonna ask one of the 2, then I'm gonna let somebody else come in. As far as, let's go here. As far as the music, because it was asked to me a lot, have Rob given anybody permission to release his music?
No. No. Rob is gonna release his own music in the right time.
Okay, y'all got to answer that. Rob gonna release his own music in the right time. Then
you already know Rob was about to release his music.
Right.
Then, of course, the devil jumped in and snatched him up. But it's okay.
Sidebar real quick. Denise said, hey, bro. And then I said, shaky knees. That's an insider.
Hey, you opening up a whole nother can of worms. Hell, they talking about.
Right.
Not a few know exactly what that means, but it's coming. They gonna understand it.
Right. They don't understand what that means, but
right, it's coming. They gonna understand it. Like, oh, that's what they were talking about.
Somebody said, how did Don get his music? Well, if Rob ain't give it to him, think about it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Think about it. If Rob ain't give it to him, how did he get it? Okay, last question.
Make it a good one, man.
Okay.
It'll make it. Hey, Dana J. I want you to ask me a good question coming from you. If you had to ask me the ultimate question, ask that.
The ultimate question. See, I was trying to keep you from that. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The ultimate question, but okay, let's go there. Because you know, it's been a lot of things said that, you know, Rob don't know me, Rob don't like me, Rob this. So I'm going to ask the ultimate question. Can you please detail the situation with Dr. Rogers and the sisters? Because it's been said that I was a lapdog. I wasn't needed to bring them to Rob.
I'm going to say this. That's not true. The day we were all around, and there was only a certain few was out the court. There was only a small hand of people that was around Rob, and I'm not going to name them, but you were one of those few. And you did ask the question because it was so important to you at that time, because at that time, who knew that those, man, this is sad. Who knew at that time that we thought that this, because like I said, I don't know, so I'm going to say the alleged sisters.
Right.
At that time was, you know, wanted to bring the information to Rob, and Dr. Rogers was around at the hotel waiting. And it was so important to you that they meet Rob and have them tell their story to Rob. I really didn't think it was a good idea, but off the strength of the love that I have for you, and you pressed it, I said, you know what, let's freak it. Let's just go ahead and run with it. And you already know what happened then with that whole thing. You asked the question, and the person made it happen. And next thing you know, Rob, he strategized about everything. And he figured out a way to meet them, even though they had to go all over bridges, and it's funny. They had to walk 5-6 miles, and people had to get set up in place just to make that happen. But yeah, you orchestrated that whole thing, man. You organized that whole thing, that whole meeting. And this is not, like I said, this is. I'm not on here to bust people out. That's not
right.
We're getting off task.
Right.
People and listening to your live and conversing with you on one-on-one. And I said this before last time I got on the live. Man, if everybody would have came together, man, we could have moved mountains. I really don't think Rob would still be in there if everybody was on the same page. I think Rob would be out.
I agree.
I think he would be out, but since everybody has their whole hidden agenda, you know, this is the reason why Robert is in there, and is doing more harm to Robert than it is helping Robert. You know, and you know, it's sad, but you know, this is just how it's always been. If you think back to all the greats that have been killed, you better believe our own people was our own worst enemy who helped make sure those plans go through. They went through. You know?
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. So imagine if it was social media back in those days, man. You know how quick they would have executed. It took a minute to execute Malcolm X, but on black folks, you know, assassinated them. You think about the musical people.
You're right.
Yeah, man. And if you think about it, this is exactly what they're trying to do to Robert.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Hold on for a second, bro. Hold on.
Yeah.
Woo. $115, 1041 Colonial Square. All right, I'm back, bro.
Yeah.
I had to call in.
But this is the reason why they won't let him out, man, because they hoping, if you think back, man, at the beginning, when they put Robert in solitary confinement, right?
Right.
They know there's no way for a human to live, and especially of Robert's stature.
Right.
So they were hoping that Robert, I keep it 100. They hoping Robert off himself.
Right.
And then all those people that put this plan that's in motion right now for Robert's music or whatever the case may be, why they doing it, which we know why they doing it. That would have just been a speedy process for them.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
About it is. You got this whole COVID-19 thing going on. They know Robert is real quick to catch it.
Definitely extremely quick.
Extremely quick. You think they're going to give him some medical attention? Nah.
No, not at all.
That's a negative. They're not. So they hoping he gets it. Everybody else is out. Why wouldn't they let Robert out?
Right.
These are people that's been convicted. Think about it. And there's people that got private jet planes that they own or got access to.
That is a flight risk.
Yeah. So I don't give. They get to let the Harvey Weinstein out and
Avenatti and
yeah, and they got access to their own plane.
And Love Me, which is one of the mods, said, Dana, please tell the caller we appreciate him for calling in and answering some questions. We appreciate him a lot. So,
yeah.
But they said they appreciate you, bro.
Well, yeah, no doubt. And it's not. I appreciate them too, but I'm not on here. But I just want everybody, like I said, man, just keep praying for Rob, and the man up above don't make no mistakes, man.
Right.
Don't get Rob out, and Rob will be back stronger than ever.
Which let me believe that I believe Get Up shouldn't be the first song. The first song should be Grudge. Did I say it right this time? Because I was calling it everything but
I'm just gonna laugh. I ain't gonna say no names. All right. All right, man. Well, I know you gotta get out of here, man. I hope just do some justice to your live, man, and keep doing what you do, man.
Appreciate you, bro.
I love you guys and Mr. Levi. She was raised in the Lord. Please don't let him tell you he's gonna be on that for 30 seconds. That's like 3 hours. That's all.
All right, bro.
Yeah, you good dog. Big ups, like I said, big ups to Silver, Gucci, and the rest of the crew, man. I'm gonna get out of here, man.
All right, and my other grill should be here next Monday.
I hope so.
My big one.
Okay, we'll see.
We'll see, because you'll see me. Yeah. You'll hear me out there.
You did. Yeah, send me a picture of it when you get it.
You did.
You did.
All right, bro. Love you.
All right, family. Love you, man. Love you more.
All right.
One.
Oh, Lord. The fam, man, it's not every day that's why I say what I say. I can't carry on the way I was doing because it's not every day that the fam call in, but when they do, it's serious. So, man, like I say, you never know who's watching a live. You never know who's going to pop up in the chat. That's why I leave it open. You never know, but that's all you got to do is be respectful. Come over here, share knowledge. We can compare knowledge. We can compare what we know. You're live on a live, raw and uncut with Actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Dana?
Yes?
I'm going to say this nicely. With my bad foot, I'm going to kick you in your ass if you give up or quit. I will come and find you and kick you in with my bad foot, okay?
Okay.
Don't you give up.
I ain't going nowhere.
Don't give up the fight.
Okay.
We are all behind you. You don't know how much support you got. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Don't give up. You or Levi, don't give up. We need this. We need him home.
Okay.
And if you give up, that gives the enemy the right to move in, and we don't want that.
I got
We
you.
do not want that.
I got you.
So I'm only gonna say this once. With my bad foot.
But you ain't gonna say this once. With your bad foot. Okay.
With my bad foot, I'm gonna kick your ass, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Going back to the chat.
All right. Thank you. And I appreciate you.
Love you.
Love you too. She talking about kicking my ass. She talking about kicking my tail. I gotta call him back. I'm gonna kick my ass.
She was raised in Illinois, right outside of Chicago.
Man, I don't know. Y'all gonna stop that, man.
That nigga was raised in Illinois.
You and bro crazy.
Right outside of Chicago. What up, y'all? What's happening?
Oh, you see the picture? Rob cracked a smile when you did that, huh?
Hey, you know what, man? I love that. Well, I don't love that picture, but you know that man behind you, brother, is a lovely man. Shout out to my bro. I love the way he answers questions. He's very methodical. I love that. I want to come on here and say some things. I text you something. I was wondering if you had already seen it, because this is going to set the YouTube streets on fire. Did you see what I text you, brother?
Hold on. You about 2 hours late.
Okay. Well, I've been spending all this time with my baby because we don't get outside much. But I want to touch on that.
We'll do it tonight because I already done destroyed it.
Well, I want to come back and resurrect it and kill it again, bro.
Okay.
But I'll say this much. I know I'm not going to hold you. We'll go into this tonight, but I want to say to the sister, and she said, first I want to say my prayers go out to her. She said that she had to have surgery and tested for the
Aisha.
We all praying for you. But all I'm going to say is y'all get ready for Town Hall 5, because at the end of the day, y'all, while we are praying, praying, my cousin's enemies are also praying, but they are preying. They're praying on him, hoping that he never get out. They see him as someone who is laying in a jail cell. Individuals, as Dana know, all throughout his whole career, have used this man. They have exploited this man. They've only been concerned with money and just using him. And now, as he sits in a jail cell, the vultures are still circling, waiting for him to fall off his feet so that they can pick at his bones, put his music out overseas, erect so-called fundraising efforts, and try to raise tens of millions and thousands and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So all I can say is get ready for the Town Hall 5, because it's going to be off the chain. There are going to be a lot of things discussed, but most importantly, we can pray. Let me tell you something. Jesus said it best. Faith without works is dead. If we don't get busy and be about the business of not only doing those things that will aid him in helping him, his story be told, and bringing to light all of the injustices that he is experiencing. If we don't do that while at the same time making his enemies pay for what they have done and continue to do, the big trick here is that people will say just pray and hope that everything is going to be fine and be all right, while people are doing everything within their power to make sure that he stays in there and to make sure that he's put away for the rest of his life. We have to pray, but we have to act. We have to pray and we have to act. The truth of the matter is, when those prosecutors put in that response letter to this emergency motion, when they put it in there, that there were people out here on the internet engaging in...
Hold on for a second. Hold on a second, Levi. Hold on a second. I'm gonna say this. If anybody's in the chat, nobody should be timed out. Nobody should be told to change their name. None of that. Let's be respectful in the chat. And if you're a mods, please be respectful. I will be talking to the mods after this live. Go ahead, Levi.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be brief now. I'm gonna be 30 seconds now. Give me 30 seconds. Listen. At the end of the day, when those prosecutors put in that response to that emergency motion that there were people out here on the internet cyberbullying and basically engaging in acts of intimidation, I told y'all this. I've been telling y'all this for the last 2 months, that it was deliberately done. However, the good news, and I'm going to leave y'all with something to think about as it pertains to one individual. And I'm going to leave something on your mind. So when we convene for the town hall meeting, I want you to do your own research. When a prosecutor, when the U.S. attorneys put inside of a document that people have been engaging in these tactics, they're talking about certain individuals who have gone into the courtroom asking, where is Azriel Clary, sitting at elevators, walking around, filming the federal court building and the federal court and the federal courtroom. Now, if those prosecutors were able to cite this in their response letter, doesn't that tell you that they know about everything that this person, Kevin Terrell, I'll say his name, has done? They're well aware of it. I've said it before, when I tell y'all something, trust me, you can take it to the bank. And this is a message directly to him. He and anyone else who has tried to impede my cousin's progress in getting justice will be brought to justice. If I were Kevin Terrell and I read what they put in that response to that emergency motion, I would be somewhere shaking in my damn boots. I would be somewhere scared to death because that man committed at least 3 felonies. This is not a situation where Levi is coming after him for no reason at all. This is a situation involving he and 2 other individuals who deliberately sabotaged or call themselves sabotaging my cousin's chance to get out on bail, who deliberately worked 24/7 on their blog stations going against $1 for the king, who blatantly lied and slandered that avenue that was designed to assist Robert Kelly. They went on their channels and they said it was a fraud without doing any investigations. The fact that they did not like Dana and did not like Levi, they went and told people, do not donate to $1 for the king. They did all and spoke all manner of evil against us, knowing that it was harming R. Kelly. They actually deliberately did everything in their power to stop R. Kelly. But I sat and I watched God deliver Kevin Terrell Sr. He delivered him to me as I sat and watched this man commit 3 felonies in federal court. And I'll be goddamn if he don't pay a price for doing what he did, because it did not have to be that way. The brother just said it. He said, had we been together and really trying to work for Rob, he would be out right now. That's a fact. But y'all have sat by and allowed these individuals to work against him, and no one has spoken out against it but me and Dana. No one stepped up and said, wait a minute, it's not gonna go this way. Y'all are not gonna destroy $1 for the king. You're not gonna engage in witness intimidation and go through all of these antics to destroy R. Kelly. We stepped up and we spoke out. And now, as you all can see, I'm gonna put it on my community page. What the prosecutors have said basically confirms that Kevin Terrell is going to be arrested very soon. He's going to be charged, and he's going to have to pay a goddamn price for doing what he did, because I didn't deserve it. What they have said about Dana attacking him, how you feel about Dana is one thing, but when you say, I'm going to shoot at Dana, and if R. Kelly gets hit, I don't give a damn, and destroy $1 for the king, destroy his chances, trying to destroy his chances of getting out. When you do those kinds of reckless acts, I remind you that my cousin has a cousin who's a thinking man, who is a legally savvy man. And yes, it is personal, goddammit. Yes, it is personal. You have to pay a price. So I don't care what this man says about me. I don't care what he does. The fact of the matter, what that prosecutor wrote in that letter confirms that they are coming for his ass. We got results, man. Listen, Dana, don't let nobody tell you anything otherwise. We have gotten results over the last few weeks. Do y'all see those three, DHD, talking about Azriel anymore? Do you see them? Can't you see how they're scared and they're running? They're running because we stood up, and we stood up to the bullies. And we said, y'all are not going to be on here disrespecting women, disrespecting 73-year-old senior citizens, beautiful women like Mama Mary. You're not going to be on here attacking little 3-year-old babies talking about their sexual organs. We stepped up. No one's going to give us the credit for it. So we have to give ourselves the credit for it. We have come close to restoring civility on these goddamn YouTube streets. That little short son of a bitch can sit there and talk about me all he wants. Woo! He can put my name in his community chat every goddamn second. But what that prosecutor said confirms that his ass is going to jail. And this is what they deserve. They deserve to be locked the hell up because they tried to keep my cousin locked the hell up. Don Russell, you know you're going to prison. Cass Jones, you know you're going to prison. All of these people who have come against this decent man that is on the screen right now, is my cousin perfect? Is Rob perfect? Do I agree with everything that he's done morally? No. But this is not a moral court that he's being held up in. It is a legal court. And the law says that everyone should be afforded the presumption of innocence. Meaning what? If you are being afforded the presumption of innocence, that means we cannot detain you, incarcerate a man that has no criminal record. We've already seized your passport. Your passport, you can't go nowhere. We cannot incarcerate an innocent man or someone who is being afforded the presumption of innocence, stripping him of his constitutional rights, totally throwing away due process. All of these things were done, people. However, Don Russell and his cohorts were instrumental in making sure that he stayed in there. So we're going to continue to pray, but we're going to deal with the people who are also preying on Robert Kelly, Preying. So y'all get ready for the Town Hall 5. It's going to be off the chain, and I'm kicking ass and naming names. And I'll leave it at that. I love y'all. Peace in the Middle East.
Nigga, you're in the United States, not in the Middle East. Levi said, peace in the Middle East. I ain't hear that in a minute. Oh, I got some friends. You're live. You're live. You're live on Live, Uncut, and Raw with actor Dana J. How can I help you?
Hey, Dana, you got to stop putting me under the bus, for real. Why are you doing that?
What are you talking about?
Don't be talking about that shaky.
Well, what you heard what our Brobo said. He said that's a whole nother can of worms.
And I'm not walking them blocks no more. You can cool believe that one.
Stop being scared, man. Just get some walking shoes and we can all walk down the street and sing together.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do when my brother come home. But I'm going back into the chat. I know you gotta get ready for work.
Yeah, Levi took 6 hours real quick.
Right, instead of 30 seconds. He did.
He said, bro, you give me 30 seconds real quick. 29 years come back. Bro, I need 2 minutes. So
but all right.
All right.
You peace out.
All right. One big happy family. So what we about to do real quick. I'm about to get out of here with a classic of Rob's. If R. Kelly was here, he'd say, baby boy, you gotta crank it. So here you go. I'ma crank it. One time. Here, start with that.
I admit I done made some mistakes. Damn, son. I went from imperfect place. I admit I helped so many people. And them same damn people turn fake. I admit it was so hard to focus. I didn't go to classes.
Get that head, give me a look, he'd be like.
I admit that I wasn't there.
Then I'd be like, and then he'd be like, and then I just go here. Town Hall tonight, 9 o'clock. Y'all be ready. We about to have some fun. All right, y'all. All right. Love y'all back. I thank y'all so much for the Cash App and the Super Chats. Thank y'all so much. $, THEE, Be More Actor. I'm about to post it. Love y'all back. I thank y'all for joining the chat. I play that tonight. All right, thank y'all for joining. Remember 4 things. Number 1, keep God first. Number 2, you kill negativity with being positive and staying positive. Number 3, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Number 4, be someone important, be yourself. I thank everybody that donated at the Cash App. I thank everybody that donated with the Super Chat. Y'all be blessed. Don't forget tonight, 9 p.m. sharp, Town Hall meeting number 5. And we out. Peace.